Hello everyone, nice to have you in here. Let's transition to the screen. Hey people. Hey Chacha, yep, you made it to the start of the stream. Mighty Sid, good to see you as well. Wow, I am tiny in that little corner over there. You know what, let's move me around a little bit. So as you can see, we are having a little bit of a different setup than usual, because the thing is, this game's resolution is pretty small. It's only in a 4:3 resolution. So I figured, why not just put chat... Wait, that mirrored screens. Put chat in over there. Let's put chat over there. Because I can't put this full screen anyway. So I figured, let's keep you around. Good to have you all there. Vane just woke from a nap. Nice. Mighty said, it has been so long since I've seen you. It is good to have you back in here. And Chacha, how are you doing? I just saw you tweeting some snarky thing at, quote this was something I tweet. Surprised me. But you have woken up in your morning apparently. Nice that you're here. Hey there, Huthor. Yes, you are right there, right on TV. It is scary, isn't it? The thing that's weird for me is, to get this working properly, Vanen has been so kind to help out and get all the edits up, you know, the little patches and things she needs to do to increase the resolution. So that's pretty darn nice. But this is now in windowed mode, because I tried doing it full screen, but then it automatically centers everything. So I figured, why not just put the chat up on the side there, and then I just have to move everything here, or this direction, and that would be good. Longest journeys, Capramal. Yes, indeed, you picked the right day to show back up. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of Kerbal, and it was fun, and I like it, but I figured, you know what, it's okay, but it's not the kind of thing I think that people were looking for in this stream, and the thing that generates conversation, which is really what I enjoy about streaming. So Jess has been bored, been getting up at 6 for school, so you reckons have a huge chunk where nobody knows around, like upside his bar streams after 3 hours. Nice. Yeah, I know what you mean, that nowadays, after years of working like that, I wake up at 7. Doesn't matter what I do, I wake up at 7. I don't have to set any alarms. I wake up at 7. I can go to bed at 3. I wake up at 7. I don't know what it is or how my body does it, but I always wake up at 7. So yeah, I've also gotten into a very strict sleep schedule where it's like 10 p.m. built down. No more artificial lights. You know, read. And 11, I need to be out because I want my 8 hours of sleep. So I'm very excited about this game because I know nothing about it. I've booted it up, so I've escaped past the first thing, and I saw an egg roll down a branch to see whether the game worked, and you know, together with Vane and try and figure out the resolutions and so on. But high quality April model, sure, subtle special effects, shadows, yeah, time skip. I doubt we'll use that. I don't know exactly what it's for, but okay. Settings seem to be okay. For the rest, I know nothing about this. Just that it's called The Longest Journey. And that is point and click, is what you said. What is the Book of Secrets? Oh. I guess the Book of Secrets will remain a secret. Let's get going, because I'm excited. Begin the journey. So I have no idea what we're getting into. You will know better than I. A lion is in the streets. All right then. Can I maximize this window?
So, you've come
Not
to
really.
hear me tell a story, have you?
Yes.
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell.
Okay.
Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
Other than
my
all your
stories
lies.
are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the world already.
Thank you, Sir Koala.
For me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
I really appreciate that.
You want
balance.
the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child. And not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago.
Sorry, Sir Koala. I didn't want to interrupt the
A
cut
story that became
scene.
a crucial turning point in the history of the balance. And that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
The balance.
Please,
Okay.
yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends. In a tower. In a realm that is no
Begins where it ends. Okay. Oh, so this is a frame narrative story. Thank you so much, Sir Koala, for that kind dollar to start the day. Really appreciate it. Longest journey hype? Europe? As long as the journey will this also be the longest stream. I think the longest stream I've ever done is a Witcher 3 stream, wasn't it? Like a 10-hour thing or something. Or was that a Dark Souls thing? But yeah, finally, Mighty Sid. Finally getting to it. Early 2000 3D graphics. And this, if you remember, is with Vaynon's trick of, would this be upscaling? Or re-rendering? Like, the higher resolution option. So, there were realms, there were too many fairy tales in the world. Were there two worlds? Because there was another realm that they talked about, and there was a balance. Alright then. Sir Koala donation hypoo? Exactly. The spice is life. Oh look, that looks like a two-world type of thing. Two representations of worlds, two T-maps. Arrakis. Yeah, the voice acting is pretty nice. Wait, that's cycling between blue and orange? Is this like a Portal type thing or a Link Dark World type of thing? I think the audio may need to be a little bit louder. Let's put that up a little bit. Oh, look at that. The connection between two almost mirrored things. Oh. What kind of game is this in terms of gameplay? I have no idea. I mean, I think it's a point and click. That's what Vaynon said. And I believe Mighty Sid as well. Wait, are we dreaming ourselves into... Whoa, okay, that was a sudden interruption. You're gonna put your camera on the bottom right. You would cover some of the subtitling. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured to put it here because this way oh, that's not the point. Let's put me on top there. What do you think, Vaynon? Somewhere here? Because I wouldn't want to cover you guys up. Somewhere like that? But then wouldn't I cover something still because of this bit? So maybe we don't see the sun for years? Audio could be a bit louder. Yeah, I figured. Let's put that up a little bit like that. All start pulling like serpentine their own tails, yeah. Game instantly turned into Half-Life. You love point and click? I really like point and clicks as well, actually. Flip yourself upside down, put you in the top right. Yeah, I guess I could be a little bit disoriented. Oh. Wow. Resize chat to be shorter and move myself under the chat. Wait, what? Why did... Hold on. Why did... Oh, chat. Yeah, the caps. Yep. That intro music was a bit softer as the game in different volume. Apparently, yeah. Okay, let's quickly try and adjust this. I have the chat on the side. 1080. Let's see. How big is my webcam right now? Because I think this is a good size for a webcam. I don't need it to be that much bigger. Resolution is 1920 times 1080, but of course I've cropped it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna put myself... See, I can make myself this big. Seems a little excessive though. But that does give me an easier metric for this. The chat needs to be 2/3 of its size. That is 720. Okay. Loading back up. There you are. Gives us a little bit of darkness here though. Darkness and nothing more. Put yourself in the item inventory. Where is the item in? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Guess.
no. Don't tell me I'm dreaming again.
You know, for once, just once, it would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
Okay, so you have a lot of nightmares. We're in a nightmare. Cool.
There's a storm heading this way. Even the weather sucks in my dreams. I feel so charmed. Postcard pretty.
That is pretty cool, yeah. So that's your inventory. Okay. Cool hand. Options. Save game. First. Game settings. Okay, that's the same settings. Yes, Chacha, you do stream today. I saw that tweet. Conversation log. Oh, cool. So a full log of everything that's been said. Nice. Video replays, okay. And quit, okay. Me bad Byronic. Already was self-aggrandizing. Haha. Sir Koala, I think Akashi has had a bit of a halt to streaming because his master is in town and has big events for all the stuff he's teaching right now. So I think he's taking a good break from streaming while that's done. Because it's his master's, I think, 80th birthday?
What's happening?
Okay, so this I've seen. This I've seen in trying to test out whether the game works. Rolling the egg. So as of this point, I have no idea what this game is.
I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
I also hadn't seen any of the other text. I've skipped through it. But I did... This is basically where I got to test. Oh, so I can touch and look?
It looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much too big and I don't much care for reptiles.
So can I grab it? Too far away?
Did sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick.
So I'm willing to bet...
I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery and I might drop it by accident.
I think just now I saw that the stick was something. Or twig, okay. It's an old
I'm
tree.
an
Let's
artist,
have a look.
not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Or close to it.
Okay, let's grab the twig. The tree's alive?
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
This dream is trippy.
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees. The
How's
spirit
that audio?
of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
Wait, was it an injustice
It's the
to grab the
branch.
twig?
I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth.
We? I only see one of
He
you.
speaks for all trees.
We are one with our host, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
It's not
We
that
do
hard a
not
concept.
expect you to understand. You are human.
Oh, okay, cool. What happened? Yeah, what happened,
What happened
to
to
the
the
tree?
tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle
But it was fine?
raged,
Cool, thanks.
Battle?
between the mother and Black Chaos. She was only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain.
Who's
The brook
the
that
mother?
fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
Didn't realize how much the LA attitude infected you until you wanted to tell the street to F all for asking the player not to hurt it. Come on, man. Gotta hug that tree, man. It's gonna rise with this tree, but there's some battle the orcs. Now that would be nice. So, I kind of just want to help the egg, but okay.
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent,
That's a nice crack.
we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Wait,
Who are you again?
Who's the mother exactly?
We are the wood spirit. We come to all trees in the hour of great
Yeah,
need
you said that.
to provide comfort and aid in the passing to earth, and to give a voice to those who suffer. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Yeah, can't I help?
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
lose the attitude, okay? Just tell me if there's anything I can do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny.
I'll change
If,
its destiny.
however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
Nice. A human come to our aid. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how often in my line of work I actually basically get that, where somebody just has a quick question and I can give it a quick answer, but it's always, well, you see, it started last week. No, shut up. Just tell me what your question is. Okay, here's what I want to check. Can I use... He said, don't try and solve it on your own, because... Oh, I'm called April, apparently. Don't try it on your own, because bad things will happen. I want to see if the game does that, and is serious about that, or whether that's just, whether I can ignore that. Basically, is it Deus Ex, or is it any other game? Is that not how you use things?
No, this...
Wait, what?
No, the spirit said the tree would lift the egg back. I don't want to risk dropping it.
Use on the big egg. Okay, so that just literally doesn't work. Okay. Let's go to the stream and see if we can, Oh, okay.
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream.
It's rock, rock, rock. And stream.
Fresh mountain water. Back in the real world, they'd probably charge $15 a bottle for this.
They probably charge $15 a bottle for this. Wow. Okay, let's use it on the stream. See if I can just sort of gap the rock here. Okay.
I'm not entirely certain what grand purpose this is supposed to serve, but it sure looks like I know what I'm doing. According to the fresh mountain water.
It does look like I know what I'm doing. Just grab this branch again.
I'm not entirely certain what grand purpose this is supposed to serve. According to the...
Okay, do I have any other inventory? No. Oh, it's gonna be pixel hunting time. I'll just leave the tree to die. You can use an item if it starts glowing when you hover over something. Oh. Okay. So literally can't. Is that new XCOM? This is indeed the new XCOM, Jexus. Yes.
I'm an artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead. Or close to it.
Game looks like a store-bought Tomb Raider. I don't know. It doesn't really have much in common with Tomb Raider from what I can see, though. No, not the oh, right. Double click. Okay. Neither in, game mechanic or background design. Landscape. What about the nest? Can I find something in the nest?
This is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before.
Oh, if I can grab, yes, part of that,
I'll
and
keep
then
it
I
as a souvenir.
use that in here to use it as a like a little stream, a little bowl. There we go. Grab the scale. So, well, Vena was saying you can use an item if it starts glowing when you hover over something. Oh, there we go. Now glowing. Glowing. Ah, yeah.
This should do the trick.
Oh. Hey there, Groot. If only my plants could grow that quickly. So I'm April. Can I look?
In my undies. That's So not appropriate.
Nice. Byronic, the opening of Lion King? Yeah, or you know, Titanic, or any of the other options. You don't have to try lots of different combinations. You can easily see if something works by seeing if it flashes when you hover. Oh, that is cool, Vaden. That is very cool. Let's have a look.
Talk about instant rehab.
That is good. A nice system.
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and
Dude,
rejoice.
the egg.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Sweet. Definitely. Yeah.
Brown.
The baby's probably ready to book you
Correct.
down as well.
The baby. Oh, the egg. Thank the earth. We almost forgot.
I like how that guy's a bit of a jerk.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, whoa! Oh.
What? What was that?
Is that
Uh-oh.
the mother? Whoa!
It is you. You have come.
Hi?
You know me?
April, daughter, I have been waiting for you
Wait, daughter?
Waiting. Why?
because it begins here with you,
Kitty.
as it always has.
It begins and
What
ends
do you
in the same
mean?
place.
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is, but you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
Okay.
How will I know? How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on
Hey,
your own.
Wildcard. Good to see you.
I'm afraid.
You always were, my child, my daughter.
Dude, her dreams are
This
fascinating.
is probably not a good thing.
Wait, what's... Is that the chaos? Also, if that was the mother and I'm her child, was that egg my brother or sister?
What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week. Doesn't look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
Newport. Oh, really? The fan shuts down, honestly?
Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was gonna spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
The kawaii justified? Yep. When I do, I glow like I'm fabulous. I have a cash card, okay.
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it.
So, this woman has amazing
I
dreams.
had to borrow some posters from the cafe because I just can't afford to buy any of my own. When I think about it, that's so depressing.
So, she said she lived in Newport? So, that's in America? What's that, Newport, Connecticut?
I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
So, I keep my plants as well. Stockholm Syndrome.
Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
Yeah, let's check the closet.
The wardrobe is actually made of real wood, and not that synthetic crap that makes me sneeze and itch all over.
Yeah, real wood is pretty cool. Get some fresh air. Close. Toy monkey.
It's Constable Guybrush, my toy
Guybrush.
ape.
Awesome.
He doesn't much like being called Monkey.
And Discworld references. They reference Monkey Island and Discworld in one go. That's awesome. I'm gonna take that ape.
It's a bunch of
Drawings?
drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here.
Oh, right
They
click's
mean
inventory.
absolutely
Nice.
nothing to me.
Can I not do anything other than
Alright,
look?
so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra.
Rhode Island? Newport, Rhode Island. Ah, unless she means Newport Beach area, which is California. I guess it's Rhode Island then. I have no idea where Rhode Island is exactly. Like on a, you know, a map of America type of scale. Oh, wait, no. Open. Game mechanic, right click in the dialogue makes it skip a single line. Oh, that's good.
I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it?
Well, that's kind of what the present is based on, though. Carton. Oh,
An empty cardboard box. That's so not interesting.
okay. Oh, click away? Yeah, click away. Okay.
It's a picture of me and my friends.
I can talk to my diary?
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I.
It's a microscopic dot next to Connecticut and under Massachusetts. Massachusetts. That's where Boston is, right? So that's on the East Coast?
Dear diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's
Hi,
still
kitty.
no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it. I'm part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy.
Ooh,
The last
snap.
book I
Take
read
that,
was
America.
How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set.
Ooh, painting.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree.
I'm correct. Ah, it is in the East Coast. Cool. I think it's the smallest state in the U.S. Ah. I'm still adjusting to the idea that Washington is a district but not a state, yet
That's my
still gets
desk,
votes
so
and all that kind of weird thing.
theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Well, no wonder you have weird dreams. You are a creative person.
Shelves. That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure. Yeah. It's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on.
Okay, so, what am I doing? Let's go back to sleep.
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover. I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my
How about getting
contribution is in
dressed
serious
first?
need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Dude, what?
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
I was doing fine until you came along. Wow. I don't really have the time to hang around.
I don't really have time to hang around.
Then how about hanging out with me tonight? A few raptures, some hot dancing. Did I tell you I got a VIP pass to the pavilion? Those things are hard to come by, babe.
Stop calling me babe. That's not gonna work, Zach.
No, that's not gonna work, Zach.
What? You got something against me, babe? Do I offend you in some way?
Yeah, you keep calling me babe.
Oh, no. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to be together like that.
Hey, whatever. You come crawling back when you realize your mistake, babe. I'm out of here.
What an asshole.
Yup. That's also Washington State. Oh. America, good at naming the things. Yep, yep. That's me, Zach. Yeah, and let's say bye to Zach.
Nuh-uh. I'm not knocking on that door unless it's absolutely necessary, and frankly, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Sass effect. I like it. And Jexus, I will never use the term bae. I will use Instagram before I start saying the word
Voice
bae.
interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Gotta use your
Why not
hands? It's like a
consider very
baby's toy.
reasonable upgrade. In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
True YOLO.
You are missing out on a great opportunity.
Oh,
If you
shut up.
upgrade now,
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of
Nice.
this very affordable upgrade today,
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for
The
processing
fact fub?
FUB?
Fair
FUB?
Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
What?
Well, whatever.
Damn, fub.
Sorry.
You've upgraded. It's the future. The computer's trying to sell you things before you can even use it. Microtransactions. Yup. FUB. That is amazing. Fub is in the game.
It's a fact, as in FACT, Free Access Terminal.
Oh, Kitty, you're upset because I don't have the heating on and it's not a nice 20 degrees.
Nobody home.
So, hey, Kuthor, what is particular about this style of animation? What in the history of computer programming, when you look at this, other than the fact that we know it's like early 2000s, would make you go, yeah, that's 2000. Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11.
Be
Oh,
considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona.
like a little post-it. Be considerate. Don't do passive-aggressive post notes. Fiona. What else?
San Francisco. I'd love to go there someday. Someday soon, hopefully. Common Room Duty Roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh, joy. Manual labor. My favorite. Look, it's Monkey Boy.
It's what I say when I get to the office every time. Hey, look, it's Monkey Boy. I have a name, you know.
Pizza and movie night, Monday, July 31st. BYOS. BYO what? Soap?
Movie nights are awesome, though.
I can't tell what that note's saying as long as
Hi,
it's up
kitty.
there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible. I'm sorry, but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day.
Yeah, all you computer game playing people. Let's have a look at that note. Hi, kitty.
Found a gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours, let me know. But no false
Hey,
claims,
kitty.
please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask
Oh.
Fiona about it.
Wait, this is... What was that noise? So, this is in the script of the actual title as well, so I'm assuming this is important.
Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food, live performances by Royne Dale, Harlequin Masquerade, The Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar, $10 only. Spread the word.
That does not say the Go-Getters. Exit, top right, or right click? No? How do I... Ah, there. Okay.
The omnipresent screen. I don't pretend to know how it works, but all the data apparently passes through tiny little black holes in the fabric of our dimension.
Wait,
You
what?
know, that really freaks me out when I think about it.
Data moving through black holes? What world is this?
It's a matchbook.
Yank? That's a giant matchbook, by the way.
It's a matchbook from the Fringe Cafe.
Okay, so the Fringe Cafe is
Shelves.
important. Also, if this is... Yeah, that's Fiona. She is super, super still.
It's a chair.
Does your monkey boy get you a steady supply of tea? It isn't Newport, Rhode Island. Wait, what? It's somewhere in the 23rd century. Cool. How do you know it's not Newport, Rhode Island?
That's Fiona, my landlady. She's all right. Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
Yeah, I had a bad nightmare.
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
That would be nice.
Nightmares?
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
Nice, Jojo.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Oh, yes. The school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
Well, now.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
That doesn't sound like a good thing. Exposition time. Oh, this is Basil Exposition. Wow. As Chacha was saying, it's Newport GXD41 of planet Gthorp Nordorp. Nice. Gthorp Nordorp. That sounds like a good planet. Yeah, where is everybody?
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement.
Wait, what?
Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course.
Okay.
Although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
No.
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Yeah, shouldn't you be enjoying the weather?
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
Creative process can't be hammered out like a regular job. It has to be sometimes, though. Emma, my good friend, has the wrong kind of boyfriends. Okay, is that going to be
Can
relevant?
I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Yeah, tell me about Emma. What's going on?
Tell me about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
Okay, good to know.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
The moment I started this game,
Like me
I
and Mickey
clicked
then,
instantly.
Except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for Fiona.
Oh, I guess so. She's the crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Emma's always been a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
Do you know what I like, by the way, about this moment? Like, early on, upstairs, we're like, no, Zach, I'm in a hurry. Screw you. And then go downstairs and then sit down. So, tell me about Emma. How's your day been? What are your dreams? Your fantasies? Let me know.
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
She ought to be a little more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
Scandalous.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie, she's my favorite tenant.
So she's like your number 3. Good to know.
What did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
Could have been, but did not. Vaynen, the room point-and-click adventure would be amazing.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
Which is so dumb to say, because by the time you've said that, it's like, oh, you think we're going to be romantic. By the way, how bad would you feel if you were Zach and you'd come down and you'd see you just chatting away like this? You'd be like, damn it, you could have just said no. Oh yeah, what's up with Zach?
What's up with Zach Lee?
Exactly.
Zach? I think we both feel the same way about him, darling. He's not actually a bastard. If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me. So I can't just kick him out.
If I was Zach, you'd have to pull out your emergency rope and stool from the closet. Wow, harsh.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? There's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl.
Wait, what?
Sure,
Venice?
sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
Okay. For a moment I was like, we're in Venice, Newport? No, okay, we're in Newport.
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19.
Venice in
She
Newport.
was in her
Okay.
late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing.
Late
When I finally
30s, so she's
realised she was
twice
neither
as
of
old as
those
you
things,
are?
it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armour, that's for sure, but she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
You never get tired of talking about your sex life, do you?
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
So this is the border
Can you
house,
tell
I
me
guess?
something about the border house?
That's one of my favourite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly
Nice.
suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
That's pretty cool, actually.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory, but when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council, and after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises
that's pretty
regarding
cool.
our tenants.
Venice and Newport might actually be California. Oh, okay. And yeah, Fiona's in a relationship with a woman that's 20 years older. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Because she was 19 when she met her, and Mickey was in her late 30s. So that's, yeah, 20-year difference. I don't think I'd be comfortable with that, personally. That just seems like too much of a difference in life experience to be a fully equitable relationship, if you know what I mean.
What inspired the name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself.
Theme.
And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes,
So
I've
this will be
practiced.
science
I
and
may be an
technology, I'm
inner-city
betting,
girl,
if
but
we
I
take
can
this metaphor.
philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
So that seems to be a theme right now. There's that story. There was something about balance in the frame narrative, if you remember, because this is a story that's being told by a woman. For all we know, that woman is April. And we're only talking about two worlds and balances and so on. And in this case, we're talking spirit and art on the one side and science and technology on the other side. So far, that seems to fit a little bit. The dream that we've been in was very fanciful with, you know, artistic visions and talking about spirits, literal spirits, but also just spirit of things. And this one's already been characterized by technology very early on. We've already had these, like the FUB, you know, that was already there. The screen is very in your face and talking about micro black holes, that kind of thing. So that might be interesting.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks.
Busy.
I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Tell me some more about the border house.
What precisely do you want to know?
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out,
I always like
darling.
those little loops. Just makes no sense.
What can you tell me about Venice?
I don't really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this whole neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students and the homeless. And it's a nice place to live, certainly. Friendly people, liberal attitudes, great clothing stores, quite perfect, aside from that dreadful stench from the canals in the summertime.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
Yeah.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap, and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient, and it's got an interesting view.
Bricks.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Do you know what I already find interesting about this? If you think about the call to action, think about Monkey Island. At this point in Monkey Island, you long since knew what to do. This Monkey Island starts with Guybrush Threepwood saying, I want to be a pirate, and to be a pirate, I have to talk to the Council of Pirates. And by this point, you've walked there, you found the Council of Pirates, and they already tell you, we want you to do 3 things. Boom, you're in. By a lot of games, you know, older games, you already had this sense. Right now, we know we're in a frame narrative where we're being told a story. We woke up from a dream that, who knows, maybe that's an actual world, maybe that's just a dream. We don't know. Although I'm suspecting it's an actual world, given the transition of the bed and being moved into it, and the frame narrative about borders, balance, world, etc. But right now, we're just chatting with our landlord.
Do you like Newport?
The city? I stay in Venice most of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket in the middle of a sprawling urban wasteland. But do I like it? I think Newport is one of the great cities of our age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
I haven't decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
We'll need to turn on the light soon for this.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
I'd better get going.
Off to school.
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
Well, we get a call to action. Indeed, Venom, indeed. I'm actually very interested in seeing where this goes. Quick thing. I think I'm going to take a quick break after this hour, walk around, stretch a little bit, turn on some heating, get a lamp to get this fixed. Just be a couple of minutes, and I'll be right back. Hello, hello. Good to be back. Here's a weird thing. I can't get this green screen to work the way I want to. Give me a second. There we go. This green screen is not working with me. What if I adjust the chroma key a little bit? Because that goes fine every time, doesn't it? There we go. Haha! Let's see, that's good enough. There, that works, Let's just keep it at this. There we go. So, as I was off, I realized two things. One, I need to figure out how to remove fruit flies. I say fruit flies, but I've had a bunch of trash, like in a trash can with some foodstuffs at the bottom. And apparently, there's been a lot of those tiny flies hanging around, like just a dozen of them that are there now. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of those things. And two, when I looked at them, I thought that is... when I looked at them, I thought that is an inordinate number of flies. And I realized what a strange thing that is to say, an inordinate number. Inordinate. A non-number number. That's weird. Okay, so Vanen was explaining a bit of game mechanics, saying you have to use the pink note on Fiona to ask about the ring. It does not pop up in dialogue options. Oh! Makes sense with this era genre, yeah. It's strange to think about this retro game, but it is 20 years old. Wow, 20 years? Okay, I did not think it was 20 years old, but good to know, Vanen, thank you. That means we're going to have to pay attention to doing things like that. Oh yeah, look, it's glowing. Yep.
I saw this note on the corkboard. I think the ring might belong to me.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but could you describe the ring?
Sure thing. It says Sweet 16. My dad gave it to me. I think it was the only birthday of mine he remembered, or at least acknowledged.
Yes, that's the one. I found it under the sofa when I was vacuuming.
Good
Here
luck.
you are, darling.
Thanks. It's not worth much, but it's got a certain sentimental value for me.
It's a very pretty ring.
Yeah, it is. My dad never gave me anything pretty before or since. He must have won a poker game or something that day. You know what's strange? I don't hate him. He's a bastard and he treated me like crap almost every single day of my life. But I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how to love. He can't love anybody or anything. And because he'll be miserable every second of every minute of every day until the day he dies.
Wow.
God, I'm glad that life is behind me. I hope I never have to see him again. No, that doesn't sound right. I've made a choice not to see him again. Ever.
Wow, harsh. Yep, it was released in 1999. Older than KOTOR, wow. KOTOR was after 99? It feels older.
Dad gave me this gold ring on my 16th birthday.
Okay, let's head off. Go into the wild.
I love this mural, even though the motif is a little trite. I mean, fairy tale forests and magical dragons? Still, it's pretty. I wonder what happened to the artist. Probably making a bundle from cheesy fantasy calendars and book covers.
Interesting though, again a fantasy world. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We step out and we already see that guy. So I think the game, the design of the creators is talk to this guy. Who are you? See something?
Oye, señorita.
Yes?
Hola.
How are you this morning, señorita bonita?
Really? Señorita Bonita? Hot? Busy? Fine at you. He's a random dude on the street. I'm busy.
Busy.
I see. Everyone's busy today. You have a big show coming up soon, yes?
That's right. Gotta run. I'll see you around.
Sunshine and pretty senoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell
That's
me,
pretty
Senorita
cool.
Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Cold and rainy, or hot and sunny, or I'd have to run. You know, on the one hand, I don't exactly know how well you know this guy. Because he did call her Senorita Ryan, which suggests that they know each other. Because otherwise it'd be, why does everybody try to hit on her constantly? I kind of prefer cold and rainy days, though.
Cold and rainy like yours.
Está bien. We are alike, you and I. But this heat is not why you are unhappy, no? You are troubled by nightmares.
Oh yeah, that's not creepy at
What?
all.
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Are you spying on me,
Who
dude?
told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
Yeah, that is creepy, dude.
No puedo, señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
We?
I don't think so, no.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Cuidado. That's a weird sound. But yeah, looks like it's getting a bit of a call to action. We have a hero's refusal. Exactly, Vin. And Jax says, I like that. I too am troubled by my nightmares. Yeah, that I like it because this is indeed this is believable. Cortez, okay. The guy who's there just saying hi to her,
It's
and
a
she's
pretty
like,
mural.
dude, I'm trying to get somewhere. It is weird enough to be like, are you spying on me? It's a realistic response. I like that.
Rust is the very definition of Venetian architecture. Think of San Francisco without the hills, Paris without the cafes. Venice wouldn't be the same without the rust. It would be better, not the same.
I like it. Hello, April, but admittedly, some do may as well. Aha! Oh, is it this type of game? Okay.
I'd guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure?
Sure.
It's a rusty old wheel. I'd imagine it turns the water on and off.
That seems to give you a lot of pressure there, that clamp.
That's probably Mickey's handiwork. She's the tool gal around these here parts. I wonder why she put the clamp there, though.
We're gonna mess this up, aren't we? Hi, kitty. Hi, little buddy. Yeah, hi. Hi, little friend. I'm trying to play with my left hand right now as I cuddle this little kitty who
That's
needs
Cortez.
attention.
He sits in the same spot almost every day. I hate to admit it.
Hi,
He
kitty.
scares me a little.
So they do know each other quite well. Okay.
I do not want to talk to that weirdo.
Let's head to school. Cinematic scene. Oh. What's up with you and the spring in your step, buddy? what's up with you? Can I not talk to you? Whoa! Really? Dude. I mean, I know I bumped into you, but still.
From what I've been told, the clock stopped on the very day of the infamous Venice massacre in 2109, to the minute the police opened fire on the squatters.
Whoa! So we are definitely in the future. What did Vanen say? 2300 something? So to a cafe. To the subway. Well, I guess we need to get to school, so subway. Like how in point-and-click games, protagonists always steal stuff and breaks things in order to advance their own agenda without taking into account and they may have just ruined somebody's life. Yup. Some sort of cyberpunky mega city. Yeah, it does look like that. Which, again, art-inspired versus technology and... What was the other one? Technology and science or something. Newport Waterworks, East Venice? Homeless dude? Oh. Let's talk to the homeless dude.
I wonder what the homeless people do in the wintertime. Supposedly, it gets biting cold here in Newport. And I don't know if there are any shelters anymore.
Well, I guess we need to go to the subway to get to college.
Newport Transit System. It's not one system anymore, though. All the different lines are owned by different companies. This is the Metro line, and I believe it's run by Bocamba Mercer.
Click on the destination for running speed. I'll prepare for running speed. Perhaps today is a good day to game. What, scanners?
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
I have to get scanned. Jumping gates in the Newport subway is a corporate offense liable to get me 5 years behind bars, if I'm lucky.
Yeah, it's definitely some kind of corporate hellhole.
Uh-oh.
Wait, can I not... Do we need to move through this one specifically?
Uh-oh.
Oh, gene scanner?
It's a gene scanner. It, scans your genes, puts your genetic signature into a database, and allows you through all corresponding gates.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. According to the instructions, I push a button with a stylized hand, wave my cash card in front of the round thingy, and then stand still for a few seconds. Good. Stand still.
So, I'd like a single?
I'll get a weekly pass, just in case.
Oh, okay. I'll get a weekly pass. So I wave your cash card in front of the electronic eye.
I'm sorry, but the fare is $15. You have $1 left on your cash card.
Oh, man!
This message was brought to you by the Bocamba Mercer Company. Company. The future spells Bocamba Mercer.
Damn. I don't have enough money on my card. I have to remember to get paid for last week's work at the cafe.
The cafe, okay. Let's go to the cafe then. Welcome back, Joshua. Did you figure out he's the one yet? Or is this actually the dream world? We haven't figured that one out yet, but we have figured out that we haven't been paid for last week's job. It's a gene scanner, which scans your genes, recognizes which brand you're wearing. Ah, yes. What if you wear slacks, though? Also, that water is gross.
The Fringe Cafe, my home away from home.
That's
I really
where the
don't
party
mind
was as
working
well.
there. It's a nice place. I mean, it ranks nice on a scale from begging for food at the bottom to just scraping by at the top. I do not intend to make a career of it.
That's what they all say. So look at what we can find here. Door. Mystery door. Well, hello.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody pass through that door. Isn't that peculiar? And if I was Nancy Drew, I might actually care.
I believe you mean if I were.
Rusty pipes. They're hundreds of years old, installed way back when Venice was an industrial area. See? I know some local history.
Jean pants, jean shirts, jean jackets. Oh god, that's horrible. Slacks are for slackers, obviously. Ah, yeah. And sweatpants are for sweaters.
The door's locked. That's weird. I don't think the cafe's ever been closed, at least not since I started working here. There's a sign on the door.
Is that the call for action happening?
Closed for maintenance. Will reopen at 3 p.m. What's going on? The place was fine last night.
Is this the call for action? Is this what's going to be happening soon?
It's the mystery door.
Can I not just open the door?
The sign said it's closed for maintenance.
Let's see if we can walk around. Oh, okay. So, if I can't get in there, is there a way for me to go up? Over? No. This is all cafe, cafe, cafe. That's curious. So, but if that... a tunnel? Hello. Kill a few hours so you can get your paycheck. Yeah, just sit around, relax.
Where it goes, nobody knows.
Where'd you get stuck in the ukulele? I think I still haven't picked up my ukulele code. I have a copy of that. It's just... It doesn't seem interesting.
The sign said it's closed for maintenance.
Okay, so what do you expect me to do then if I... Guess I'm gonna have to walk to college. Bottom right? Click it? Click it? What do you mean? Whoa, what was that, by the way? Bottom right? What do you mean, bottom right? A Death Star?
You say Death Star?
There's a Death Star?
If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? It could happen.
Okay, that is pretty cool. Oh yeah, same here, Cha-Cha. Honestly regret backing it. I've seen people play it and I was like, oh, this does not seem... I backed it for nostalgia, but then I realized this is not what I want out of a game anymore.
Let's blow this thing and go home.
Nice.
Look at the size of that thing. Use the force, Luke. Can you say, let's blow this? Look at this size. Can you say, let's blow this thing?
Nice.
Fringe.
That is cool. Can't believe we almost missed that. To the park? Let's just go to the park then. Border house? Wait, we can't get back to the... Oh, that was here, of course, the subway.
This guy's out here all day long, all year. He never stops painting. Ever. And I doubt he's ever finished even one painting. Very... cubist. And not my style at all.
Oh, that's to the academy. Okay, good.
I can't even begin to guess what that's supposed to be.
Wait, a trash can? To the subway? Oh, to the bridges. Oh, that's how you get there. Okay. To the academy, I guess. To the academy, ho!
Nothing adds more to the tranquility of a city park than a huge rusty iron bridge.
Ho ho! The voiceover isn't actually that bad. Ukulele's a bad game you haven't played yet. That's... From what I could see, Vaden, I haven't played it myself yet, but I saw people play it and I was like... It's exactly... From what I understand, basically, ukulele is exactly what Banjo-Kazooie was. Which... If you remember Banjo-Kazooie... It's nice when you think about it, but it's also really outdated. So it's more the nostalgia, and you get that exact same thing, and it's, from what I could see, it was like, oh yeah, that's what those games were like.
It's the official Vava notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here.
Vava, Bishop, and Anne-Marie? Okay.
Bishop and Anne-Marie. He's a photography student. She's in my life study class. Nice couple.
Fluke?
No, I've got too much to do right now.
Describe some of the games, the way they handle the worlds. You play in a world and you spend your level unlocking currency collectible things to unlock more of that world. Yeah, I've heard that, but even then you still can't get everything because you need moves from future worlds. Yeah, I've heard that exactly. Like, you have a tiny bit of the world and then you spend to unlock a little bit more, and then you spend to unlock a little bit more. So you keep coming back to the same worlds. Stairs, okay.
Somebody's thrown away a rubber glove.
I could
Somebody
use that.
tossed out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it. What a terrible, terrible waste.
One big hole. Okay, that's gonna be useful for
Art books.
something.
There's a really nice one here on Turner. I love his landscapes.
Okay, Mr. Student.
Olav's on a roll. Again. Does that guy ever run out of inspiration or energy? Must be the cold Norwegian winters. Nothing else to do but paint. Don't want to disturb him.
It's not the best game, can be, but it's still fun. So do I... Ooh, canvas, let's have a look.
Nice. Very Van Goghish, with just a hint of Munch.
Van Gogh and Munch? I don't know the two can be combined really like that. Sounds like this game was designed by a Norwegian. Ah, yes. Okay, that is pretty cool, Hollow Sculptor.
Some books on color, composition, and... duck hunting? Emma's really good with the Hollow Sculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous.
We have VR. Where's our Hollow Sculptures?
These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated quite recently.
Oh. That's the action wheel, isn't it? Yeah.
The tools of my trade. The best thing about working up here is that nobody borrows my stuff.
Let's grab those.
Those sketchbooks belong to some of the other students who share this space. Art books, mostly. I've browsed through all of them, looked at the pictures, but I'd much prefer to see the paintings in real life. Acrylic and oil paints. Those are some of my most recent sketches. Unfortunately, they serve only as a barren testament to my lack of inspiration.
Aww. Let's get
I can
painting.
only think of two things more depressing than a blank canvas. Death and taxes. I'm way past finger painting.
Oh, right. I need my paintbrush and palette. Cinematics. Oh, we don't get to see the painting. I was hoping to see that. What a creepy face. Look at the weird creepy face.
Hiya.
Emma? Hi! I didn't expect to see you here today.
Me neither. Are you busy?
Nah. Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on?
I have an important message for you.
Does it rotate clockwise or counterclockwise? Let's see. I see it rotating clockwise. Let's see if I can figure out how to make it rotate counterclockwise. No, I don't think it's one of those that can rotate the other way. You don't understand how people can see it both ways? I've managed to have it work with the ballerina. But in this case, I think... No, I can't see it rotating any other way. Okay. From whom?
Yeah, from whom?
Believe it or not, girlfriend, but it's from Cortez.
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
That creep?
He said to tell you that he wants to meet you, these are his exact words, where children visualize their dreams.
Dude,
Visualize dreams? What's that supposed to mean?
Me? I was hoping you would know.
Also, Cha-Cha, that doesn't sound good, the neck-cracking tweet. Ugh. Did he talk to you about nightmares?
Did he talk to you about nightmares?
No. Why?
It's a little bit creepy.
Know. It's just... my dreams are really starting to bother me.
There you go again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just dreams. Sometimes a banana is just a banana.
Nice. Freud. Yeah, it is cigar. Thank you. You got it to flip? Oh, nice.
Cigar.
Cigar? What do you mean cigar?
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, not a banana.
Whatever. The point is, you're reading too much into your dreams. I'm sure they're perfectly logical.
Even a talking dragon? Is a talking dragon logical?
Especially a talking dragon? You had a dream about a dragon?
Oh, I got
okay,
it to flip the other way.
That's not
Nice.
logical. That's just silly. Still, this ought to be interesting. Go on.
Well, there was a dragon.
Really? How?
I
The
think
dragon
we
is
established
silly?
that already. You had a dream about a dragon.
Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yep, we've been through that. Talking dragon covered. What did it say?
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What, you could tell from the skirt, high heels, and lipstick?
Doo-dum-tsh.
Don't mock me, Emma. She said something to me. Something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously, I'll just stop telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Ouch.
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if I wasn't so hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
About the Fringe, it's closed down.
I'll drop by after I clean up around here.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
I wonder if these choices actually influence things. If I said, nah, I'm not hungry, whether or not I'd have the choice to just not go to the Fringe.
Who's there?
Whoa! What?
Okay. That was not a dream, I think.
I'm gonna have to watch a replay of that. I'm gonna check the VOD. What the?
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition.
It's like Cortez says, if we keep on ignoring the dreams, then they're gonna be intruding on our life.
Nice. Very Van Goghish, with just a hint of Munch. That's another one of Olav's. I swear he does a painting in, like, a day.
Damn you, Bob Ross.
Damn good, too.
What if it didn't go to the Fringe? Could it make the longest journey longer? Oh, yeah! Weird daydream, bit freaky. Yeah, no kidding, if you start seeing that kind of thing.
Nice hair color. Nice hair color.
Alright then.
The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts. World renowned. Prestigious.
Vava.
Expensive. And my future alma mater. If all goes well with the exhibition and I get my grant, that is. That's Mary Sam. Vava's founding mother and pro-Venice activist back before the riots. She was assassinated by a corporate hired gun right after the school opened some 90 years ago.
Remember when someone having pink hair was weird? Eh. The thing that I found weird is, did you know that in American schools there are dress codes? I mean, not like in the UK where there's a uniform, but more like things like your hair is not allowed to have an unnatural color and weird stuff like that. It's like,
This guy's
who
out here.
cares? To the bridges. Let's go to the cafe. Must be a couple of hours later.
Man, those guys are in trouble. Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
Really? Also, is that a gun? Holy crap! That cop has a gun pointed at them. Can I hear what's going on? What in the world? Wait, who's he aiming for here? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Man, those guys are in trouble. Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
This place is weird. Denver school, yeah, it is supposed to be for the professional world, so it's pretty out of touch. You have to use cursive, you use it all the papers to do cursive in college. There is actually a proven advantage to learning how to write by hand. It does help people remember better. So they're in fact thinking about bringing cursive writing back.
I think people should have the good sense to do that kind of stuff behind closed doors. At least as long as I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh.
It amazes me why backpackers flock to Newport. You'd think they'd have the good sense to stick to India, Australia, and the near-Earth colonies.
Near-Earth colonies? We can go to space? Yes. Wait, is that Cortez? Oh, yeah, that's Charlie, okay. Is that no. Well, the game obviously wants me to talk to Charlie. Look at the design of this whole screen. If you think about the whole thirds thing, her face over here, his face over there, it's nice and cinematic. The game's obviously like, hey, talk to this dude.
Complimentary candy for paying customers only. Stan has a habit of taking it out of your salary if you, get the munchies. I'm sure Stan won't notice if I dig gently into his supply. He's got crates of these in the back.
Nice, candy.
That's my good friend Charlie. He was the first person I met when I came to Venice, and I love him dearly.
Charlie from the boarding
as
house.
As a friend. Hi, Charlie.
April. Nice to see you, girl.
My eyes are
I came to wake
this
you
way
this
around.
morning, but you'd already left. Early bird catches the worm.
No, early bird finishes the damn painting on time.
Oh. Give me a second about this. Lighting. Yeah, so what about Cortez?
Have you seen Cortez around?
As a matter of fact, I have. And he was asking for you.
Does Charlie have any angels? He sure has the demons. Oh. Haha.
Do you have any idea where kids would be able to, visualize their dreams?
Maybe in therapy.
I don't think that's it, Charlie.
No, I think
Then I
that's
don't
exactly
know.
it. Kids visualize their dreams in art school.
Do you know where he was going?
No, but he seemed interested in that poster next to the jukebox. They put it up earlier today.
He asked about me?
Yeah, where you were. He had a message for you. I told him to give it to Emma, that she would be more likely to bump into you.
I got it, but I have no idea what it means.
Cortez
Do you
can be a
notice
little
this weird
strange.
little... Oh, never mind.
Thanks.
Anytime, April.
Why was the cafe closed earlier?
You know, some problem with the pipes. Stan, he gets real worked up. He is seriously pissed, girl.
Pipes? Here
Keeps
too?
yelling at the plumber to fix it, or Stan will fix him. And the poor man is trying to work, but Stan doesn't quit. The plumber finds the problem eventually, but not until he's waist-high in canal water down in the basement.
Ooh, gross. There were problems with the plumbing back at the house, too. No hot water.
I noticed. Girl, that was one cold shower. There are always problems with the pipes here in Venice. They're too old.
Like how that'd be location for meetings, meet me at the Children's Therapy Center. Yeah, that wouldn't be weird at all. Meet me where the children's dreams are crushed.
How's work going today?
Aside from the trouble with the plumbing, everything's been peaceful. Emma's here with Marcus and Isabel. Other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet morning. Everyone must be home out of the sun, yeah?
Or on holiday.
Perfect time for it, too. The city's just boiling in July, and it gets even hotter in August. You should have stayed out in the country until the autumn, girl. It's cooler out there, yeah?
So I'm so cool back home. Yeah, I prefer this heat to the heat I got at home.
I think I prefer this heat to the heat I got at home.
Metaphor.
You're safe now, yeah? We take care of you, April.
You do. I'm lucky.
Aw.
It's not luck. You're a good person. And you deserve good friends. You help me out when I'm in a state, yeah?
You're always in a good mood, Charlie.
Yeah, but you never know. You're there if I ever need you. I know that.
You doing anything special tonight?
Working. I should really be at rehearsal, but I need the money. I'm going home for a week before school starts in September.
Right, you told me. Well, that's great. It's been years since your last trip home, right?
Yeah, right. You remember well, girl. 4 years. My father and I, well, we haven't been on good terms since I left.
I know how that feels.
Isn't it such a cliche, though? I don't look forward to seeing him again, but it will be nice to be back with the rest of the family. Especially my sisters, you know, and my mom.
That would be nice, Cha-Cha. Or to, you know, inform us that she's 3 days away from retirement.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Charlie?
Why would I mind, girl?
What was it about me that made you want to be my friend, Charlie?
But enough about me. What do you think about me?
Everything, girl. You're a sweet peach. No, it's true. I liked you from the very beginning. When you first came into the cafe with a suitcase in each hand, lost and bewildered.
God, thanks for reminding me. I was such a country bumpkin.
No, everyone who comes to Venice looks like that, girl. This is the village of the damned, don't you know?
What about you, Charlie?
What about me?
Yeah? When was the last time you talked about yourself?
I don't talk about myself, girl. You know that.
Dark side.
Still, I'd like to talk about you for a bit.
If you want. Just in general, or is there anything in particular you want to know?
That would be cool, Vaden. Lost puppy holding briefcases. Not suitcases, just 2. briefcases. But yeah, twice lost puppy, hold briefcases, being new to the great city, yeah. Which, to me, kind of seems to suggest, along with the other thing, that maybe this is something of a fantasy, or she hasn't been here all that long, really. Was she even around earlier? You know, if she's the daughter of a dragon, and if that's the real world, what's her status here? Because Cortez also started to suggest that he and April, you know, they were different from the others. There was a we there. So I'm interested.
Are you happy working here at the cafe?
We make decent money, if that's what you mean. I don't want to be a bartender for the rest of my life, obviously. But yeah, I'm happy I have a job. And you work here too, so I get to hang out with my friend, right?
If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Hard work and lousy pay. The hours are flexible and, like you said, I get to hang out with you and my other friends.
She has Sweet 16 ring and memories of father when she was young. Yeah, so did Rachel in Blade Runner.
How did you end up in Venice?
At home, there wasn't much professional training available for dancers. And my father, he was not happy about my choice of career. He wanted me to work in the factories like him and his father. Out here in Venice, everyone's got their own dreams, and people are supportive of each other no matter how crazy those dreams might be.
Your dream isn't crazy at all, Charlie. You're already halfway there.
But I still have a long way to go. You're right, girl. I can make it if I work hard enough. So can you. Because we're both just so damn talented.
Oh, by the way, Vaden, do you remember that Blade Runner game? That was a good point-and-click adventure.
What's your biggest dream?
A dark stage, a packed auditorium, and a single spotlight. Dancing, girl, don't you know? I'm a good dancer, but I need to be among the best to make it out in the real world. So I'll keep studying and I'll keep working as a waiter to support my studies. Just like you.
That's all I wanted to know, Charlie.
Total Recall? Oh,
okay.
Yeah. If only Jexter would play it on Twitch? Oh, that would be nice.
Do you like living in Venice?
I love Venice. I've been here 3 years now, and I haven't grown tired of it yet. I don't know if I ever will. Venice is like a college campus. There are so many young people here from all over the world. And the mix of nationalities and ideologies and ethnicities is refreshing and inspiring. The fact that we're also right in the middle of one of the great cities on Earth is just a bonus. Call Newport whatever you want, at least it's alive, and there's always something going on. Yeah, Venice is my kind of place, and I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon. At least not as long as all my friends are living here.
Man, the future. A time when the only giant ball of orange gas is the sun. Mixing ethnicities and so on.
What's your take on Cortez?
Why do you want to talk about Cortez? I don't know him that well. He's been around for as long as I can remember, but I really never talked to the man.
Do you think he's as crazy as some people say?
No, he's not crazy. Just a little eccentric. He doesn't give a donkey's ass what people think or say about him.
Donkey's ass? An
that's
ass's
cool.
ass? A double ass?
I have a feeling there's a lot more to Cortez than what he wants us to believe. That man has had an eventful life, I'm sure.
Anything else that comes to mind about Cortez?
What else? I don't know what to tell you, girl. When he's not talking about books, he talks about old movies. He loves the classics.
Nice.
Calls them real art.
What are the classics in 2300 though? I mean, surely the old classic movies, like she mentioned earlier about the black and white thing in the conversation with him, that was 300 years ago. I don't know how many people refer to those as old or rather than ancient. It's not like we go around and go like, yeah, plays right now are just, they're derivative, you know. No, Marlowe, he could write a play.
How long have you known Emma?
I met Emma about a year ago when she started studying at Vava. She moved into the room just opposite mine, and we became friends almost immediately. I like her a lot, and the two of you are the best friends I've ever had.
Thanks, Charlie. The same goes for me. Did you ever tell Emma that?
Yeah, I told her, and she jokes about it. That's just Emma. I know she appreciates me telling her, though.
23rd century, somewhere in 2200. Ah, okay. Running is hard. One of the criticisms on Mass Effect Andromeda was all these sexual identities and ideologies were being pushed into your face, like the way they've done this game. Yeah, more like that's just it. That's just who the characters are.
Does Emma's behavior ever worry you?
She can seem a little out of control from time to time, but she's smarter than people give her credit for. I think she's able to take good care of herself. She's a brilliant artist. Her sculptures are inventive and beautiful.
I know. Sometimes I'm in awe. They just don't seem to match her personality.
She's a deep person, but she hides it well. She's more comfortable being a ditzy teenager than a professional artist. But around the two of us, sometimes she lets the disguise drop. I love her when she does that.
It is some pretty decent writing,
Could I ask you a
actually.
few more questions about yourself?
Yeah, sure. If you're interested.
Well, welcome back, Uther.
That's all I wanted to know, Charlie.
Okay.
Thanks, Charlie. You said Cortez stopped by?
Yeah.
Oh no, I remember
Thanks.
the poster.
Anytime, April.
I have to get going, Charlie.
Take care, all right? Remember, you're supposed to get paid today. Stan's not gonna remember unless you bug him about it.
Okay, that one's a little bit awkward, the Tooth Cafe, but okay. Good thing you pointed that out, Vaden. Wait, what? I just got a message that said stream offline. As far as I know, we're online. Let's double check. I can see me as online. Can you guys still see me? I'm Kalis and I've returned. Oh yeah, that was a very good line. I love that show. Wait, so we have Marcus. Oh wow, okay. Stanley, that's Emma. Fruit basket.
Tom's
Nice.
Follies. That's my, well, Emma's friend, really, Marcus.
Looks
He's
like
a
a bit of a
Vava
jerk.
student as well. It's a jukebox, according to Stan. It's an original. Almost 200 years old. I don't know. It looks like a replica to me. A good replica, but still.
Yeah, great on.
Roma Gallery presents Growing Pains, an exhibition by and for kids and teenagers. Could this be what Cortez was talking about? Where kids visualize their dreams? I think this may be it. Where's the Roma Gallery located? It's a poster ad for an exhibition called Growing Pains. Complimentary student pass. Cool. I like anything that's complimentary. I never say no to a complimentary ticket.
Okay, hopefully that ticket will let us know where we need to go.
It's the address. The gallery's located near the Watertown Bridge. It's all the way over in West Venice, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to catch the Metro Line subway to get there.
Ah, that's what blocks us from getting there, that we need to get paid right now. Okay. How do I exit? Let's use the jukebox.
It took some convincing, but Stan finally agreed to put the jukebox on
You
free
can still
play.
see the stream? Perfect.
I'll just
Thank you,
choose a
guys.
track at random.
It's like what lingos the kids use these days. Stream is off the line. Yeah, it's off the charts.
Marcus. When she's not working, or out on a date, Emma's always hanging out here. Just like me, really. Just like all of us.
sits down really oddly with that.
Settle this one for us, April. When did Roindale release Sidetracked?
'04, right after the Morning Star exile, those sons of bitches.
With blood on their boots. Yeah. Told you so, Marcus.
Also, her face is so weird.
You said '03.
I was closer than you. 07, and you call yourself a fan.
I don't.
Did you speak with Zach today?
Why?
He was upset. Called you a stuck-up bitch.
What?
He what? You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even that rude to him.
Okay, I was a little rude to
You
him.
think so? So that even if you came crawling to his door, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Said you called him an asshole.
He is an asshole.
God, I really don't know when to shut my mouth, do I?
Oh god, we're gonna need him later on, aren't we?
Who cares? It's Zach. He hates you, so what? No great loss.
And if I was kind to
That's
him
true.
here, it would have been easier later on.
So what else is going on? What are you doing this afternoon?
That'd be nice, though, if that was actually the case.
Actually, I came by to see if I could find Cortez.
What's with you and this guy? You'd rather spend time with him than us?
I have to find out what the message means.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything except what I already told you. Ask Charlie. He spoke with Cortez earlier.
People ask me what time it is, you won't give them the time of day? Ha ha! Nice.
What are you doing?
Fantastic.
Staying here. What else? I'm meeting a friend later, but that's not until 9. We're waiting for Isabel and then we're gonna eat. But I guess you're not hungry.
Dude, I'll have a bread basket.
No. Figures. I don't know why I even bother asking.
Okay, do you see how creepy that face is? Figures. I don't even know why you bother asking.
Who's this friend you're meeting later? Don't tell me it's that guy you were out with last night.
Are you gonna tell me I shouldn't get involved with men like him?
No, of
It's like the
course not.
stuff of
I'm not your...
nightmares.
You don't need me to tell you that, Emma.
Well, I wish you would, 'cause you're right. I shouldn't, he's a bastard. But he's so cute and charming and, you know, very good in bed. I just can't help myself. But he's not a keeper, don't worry about that. It's just this thing, just a fling.
I see what you mean, Venom, with the just casually throwing in these different attitudes towards sexuality, like, hey, look, it's just a bit of sex, who cares? There's only so much face you can put on 4 polygons and the 64x64 texture for the whole body.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Emma?
Like I don't tell you everything that's going on anyway? Of course you can ask me questions, like, duh.
What's your, take on Cortez?
What's your obsession with Cortez?
My take on Cortez. What's that, like a diplomatic way of saying what the F is this guy's glitch?
Sure, let's go with that one.
You know, I think Cortez is a barrel of laughs, in a good way. Everybody thinks they got him all figured out, you know? Like he's the resident weirdo. But I know that just ain't true. I've talked with Cortez, and the guy is brilliant. He's weird, yeah, and he's up in the clouds, and I think he believes in aliens, which is cool, but girl, he's smart. I mean, I'm not talking professor smart here. I'm talking real life, seen it all, been there, done that, smart. Useful smart. Experienced smart. And, ooh, I gotta tell you, the guy's cultured. Ask him about anything, art, music, movies, books. He's current on most topics, which scares me, because it seems he's always just, I don't know, hanging around doing nothing. He rarely goes anywhere. It's like he's waiting for something. Or someone.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, maybe Jerry Garcia.
You're bad. No, I don't think he's a doper. I mean, listen to the guy. What he says may sound a little out there, but the way he says it... No, he's not on Amethyst, that's for sure.
You know, the voice
acting. And one more
is...
thing, he is cute.
The voice acting is actually pretty
what?
good.
Cute.
Emma, he's like 60.
Did you ever see his eyes? Those are not the eyes of an old man. And so what if he's 60? He's better looking than most of the guys I date and so much nicer.
Then I think you've been swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool for too long, Emma. I mean, come on, a 60-year-old screwball with a ponytail and an exotic accent? Hello?
Well, we'll see.
I'll introduce Cortez as their weird guy hanging around outside, knowing about your nightmares, and having your friends give him good character references. Yeah, that is a good introduction. Like, because your first reaction, it makes sense to go, this guy is a creep. He hangs around, knows about my nightmares. Has he been watching me? Has he been looking at me? He's really, really weird. So it's like they assume that you're gonna be creeped out by this weirdo, and then having everybody go like, no, the guy's okay, you know, don't worry about him. It's real nice. And I was thinking as well, I just like this scene setting right now, just the camera angle of what you're seeing here right now. The way how we're just off in this little corner, there's this whole other screen, although that guy's standing there is a little bit weird. But just, I like the camera angles, the design. I almost want this to be colored like a film noir, you know, in this sort of bleached down color.
Did you speak with Charlie today?
Yeah, for a few minutes. Why?
Nothing. Just wondered is all.
April, did he say anything to you at all?
About what?
About... nothing. I mean, I don't know anything. Which isn't true because I don't lie, but he... Ugh, forget it. If we were having this conversation in a movie, I'd be going like...
He wants to ask me out on a date.
Shit, girl, get your act together, open your eyes. But I don't think that's a good idea. Not in real life. Because real life has a nasty habit of hurting people's feelings.
Did you finish your sculpture for the exhibit?
Let's change the subject.
Pretty much. I'm happy with it, and I know that if I go back and keep working on it, I'll just kill it. So I think I'll leave it alone. You?
You know what? Don't ask. I'm praying it'll finish itself one of these days.
Sure. Could happen. It could so happen. But I wouldn't count on it.
I'll have it ready in time.
Yes, you will, or I'll kick your ass so hard that you'll...
Okay, I got it, I got it. Thanks for the inspiration. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks for what? For talking to you? Girlfriend, what the hell is the matter with you? Snap out of it.
Oh yeah, I know, Huthor. You know, all this background stuff, by the way, do you notice that weird shimmer right there? That disappears when I mouse over it. But yeah, this all is just pre-rendered, isn't it? All this background, because you can see how the characters stick out way too much. That guy is a little bit weird, but he does, you know, these characters really stick out. Like the coloring on the red of his coat is really off. But you know, still, I like the...
I gotta run.
I like the design of it, just the choice of the angle. Because I agree, Vaden, the game is aged. Like the animation, the resolution, the quality. This is the upscaled resolution, by the way. But that's sort of real old-fashioned. But I think the general design of it, the aesthetic, that's still good.
My boss, Stan. A hard man with a soft... Nah. He's just a callous bastard.
I heard that.
I knew that.
Also, I want you to focus on something. Here's the stool, right? Here's the stool design. Here's that same stool, and it ends right there. He is squatting. He is squatting over a non-existent stool. Now that's weird.
What you doing here? You ain't working this afternoon, are you? I don't want my employees work 24 hours a day. Go, get sleep.
But I'm just...
Damn, woman, do I have to babysit you?
It's nice to see you too, Stanley. No, I'm not working today. I just came by to...
Oh, don't ever say those two words when I'm around. I don't think my ulcer can take it.
You? And nice?
That's funny. No, working and not Don't use those two words in the same sentence.
I love working, not playing.
Damn, I get creeps even when I say them.
Yeah, I'd like to get paid.
I'd like to get paid.
Damn, woman, don't you know I got a migraine already? Paid? God damn it. Why'd they have to make that word sound so obscene? Listen, why don't you leave old Stan alone, huh? They make me feel a whole hell of a lot better. Choo, choo, be good, little girl, hmm?
Yeah, I'd still like to get
I'd
paid.
still like to get paid, though.
Mighty mana, woman. You really know how to rub it in. God damn it. Yeah, all right. Got your timesheet?
What? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Right, that's an intelligent answer. How about finding out if you do before you bother me again, huh? Does that sound like a plan we can agree on?
Do I have... I don't think I have my timesheet, do I? Gallery ticket, candy, glove, ring, matchbook. Where on earth would I find my timesheet? It does sound like Tilo Huther.
The Cotton Queen.
It is interesting, isn't it? Just the way they solve those issues, like the static backgrounds. Charlie, can you help me get my timesheet?
Hi, Charlie.
What's up, April?
Do you have any idea where I can find the
already
Roma
know.
Gallery?
Roma Gallery? I seem to remember the name from somewhere.
They have a poster next to the jukebox advertising
That's
an
how
Oh,
you
yeah,
skip
that's
it.
right.
Okay,
I
right
remember they put up that poster.
Can I ask you some
I ask you something?
questions? No.
Thanks. I'll see.
Later.
Where on earth do I get my timesheet? It's the exit. Oh, wait, can I just say yes to him? Because maybe I just have it lying around. I doubt I do, but, you know.
Yeah, what do you want now?
Yeah, you want your shit back?
Listen, about my pay.
Lord almighty, everybody wants money from old Stan. But who signs his paychecks?
Well, you should.
No goddamn body, that's who.
Look, if you own this bar, you
run
should...
the place, Stan.
Yeah.
We're employees, remember? You're our employer. You're supposed to pay us a salary.
Goddamn labor laws. All right, you got your timesheet, honey?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
My ulcer is acting up. My migraine's killing me. Hand it over, woman. Let's be done with it, huh? Or you can walk out that door and forget about the whole thing. Your choice.
Hand it over.
It's a matchbook from the Fringe Cafe. I only have a few bucks left on my card. I gotta remember to get paid today.
Later, the timesheet, you can ask questions to chat. You don't want to solve puzzles, but some things aren't puzzles per se. I'll see if I can figure something out. For all their flaws, you still think Human Revolution Mankind Divided have the best conversation system? Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if I'd call it the best, though. Depends on what you want to achieve, of course. I do like the freedom of choice that was available. So, how am I supposed to grab my timesheet? Where can I even find the timesheet? I don't remember seeing anything that looked like a timesheet. Or did I have that in the... I don't think I had that in my apartment, did I? Let's run back and look. By the way, mystery door, really? That was the subway. Let's go to the porterhouse. To the sense of it flowing like natural conversation, unnecessarily dialogue with writing, purely system. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that I can see. Yeah, the system they had was pretty nice. Yeah, the actual dialogue, I don't know. It was cheesy in the right way. Hey, Cortez is gone. It was cheesy in the right way, I think. I don't think I had my thing up here, did I?
Common room duty
That's just a
July
roster?
27th. April and Emma. Oh joy, manual labor, my favorite. Annual summer blowout at the Fringe Cafe. I'm sorry, but big sweaty jocks.
No. Yeah, I know what you mean, Huther. The that inventory system, or the menu system is
I worry
a
about
pretty
the exhibition
standard
coming up in 2
system,
weeks.
isn't it?
This is the net result of my work. A
Although,
pile
admittedly,
of
you know,
nothing.
it fits
And
the
it's not
point
even a
and
big
click
pile of nothing.
Adventure genre to do it in a menu like that. It's traditional. I know. I just in general, I would really like it to have actual influence. You know, when you say something or do something, I'd want it to mean something, to affect something. Oh, hello. This has my timesheet. Yep.
There's a loose sheet of paper in here.
I knew it. Where would I lose it? This on again, off again
Hey,
thing
it's
that
my
I hardly ever
timesheet from the
use.
cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
This is such a silly thing. How would I have guessed this?
It's a list of the hours I worked this past week at the cafe.
The only reason I guessed it would be there is because I know point-and-click adventures, and the diary was a little bit too mentioned before. It was there as a thing I could interact with and talk to, but not use. That was just a little bit too strange. But that's sort of metagaming. There was no context in the game that would have me go, oh, I would have put it in my diary, because I always put little bits of notes in scrapbooks or whatever. Thank you, Venom, thank you. But yeah, that was just complete point and click experience that went, it will be in my own room. Now, I could probably talk to him, but given Vaynon's hint earlier, it's more likely that I will have to use it on him, just like with the ring. Yeah.
Here you are, my timesheet.
Don't say that word too loud, sweetheart. You're killing me. Let's see. What is this? Huh? No. Did I sign this?
Yes, you did.
What I thinking?
So?
At least it doesn't look like it's been forged.
Wow.
Thanks.
Thanks? Where's my money?
Where's my money,
you ain't
bitch?
getting it now. Next week, honey.
No,
I write
no,
down
no,
this
no.
amount in my ledger. Don't you worry your head from it.
No. I need the money now, Stanley.
I need the money now, Stanley.
Yeah, we all need money now. That ain't gonna happen. Next week, I tell you.
It's real point and click everything. Yeah, well, it is point and click, not point and, quit. Seems that just like in Dark Souls pays off to examine items in your inventory. That's never gonna end, is it? Look, I forgot I had a lantern, okay? Next week, you promise? No, forget that. I quit.
Forget that. I quit.
You're quitting? You can't quit. You work for me. Nobody quits this job.
What is this, the
buddy.
mob?
I can quit. And I'm quitting. I quit.
Damn, woman. You know how hard it is to find people to take a crappy job like this one? I need you.
Well, maybe you need to pay me.
Just as much as you need the money?
All right. Jesus,
Raise it.
I'll give you your damn money. What was it, $50?
$375,
Whoa.
Stanley, cash.
Nice.
Oh, sure, cash. 300. Are you sure? I pay you guys way too much. All right, give me your CC.
Also, she earns that much a week from bartending? Nice.
Thank you, Stanley.
Fine, sure, whatever. Hey, just, I mean it. You free tonight? Wanna pull a shift? Sandra, she out sick and I need a replacement pronto. How about it?
No, I'm kind of busy. I have plans.
No, sorry, I have plans.
Plans? Plans on a Friday? Mighty mana, what's the world come to? Get out from here. Leave me alone with my migraine and ulcer.
You are a grade A jerk, buddy. Time to head on over to that other spot. Place must be awful in 23rd century. Yeah. $50. Actually, since the time we started this conversation, it's now $375, but you know. Spare 100 for the clock tower? What happened to the clock tower? It's a lightning strike. Ah, that's how you get to the park. Okay. Down to the subway. Where the seagulls will poke at your knees.
I'll get a weekly pass, just in case.
Okay, and now wave. Wait. Inventory? Wave my card. And then stand still. Man, the graphics. They're next level.
$15 subtracted from cash card. You are now free to travel on all Metroline subways for exactly 1 week. And remember, genetic forgery is a federal crime. Keep your genes clean. Have a nice day.
Hey, I wash my jeans regularly, okay? Well, I guess I get on. You know what's weird? This unused space over here. And the fact that she didn't react to the train moving. She's just standing still, independently of the train. Look at that glorious man spread. Old quote-unquote lady? What do you mean quote-unquote lady?
The screen really is ubiquitous. There's no escape anywhere.
The screen is ubiquitous. Is this how I travel to places? Oh, that's cool. Wait, what? The lady's gone? What happened to the lady? Whoa, oh god. Lady, you're like a ninja.
Sweet old ladies just ain't what they used to be.
Uh-huh. Let's have a look again. Okay, let's go to East Venice. Wait, that's where I came from. Darn it. Funny thing, April would not step into the train if you hadn't examined the ticket for the address. Oh, cool. These characters on the train are part of the background. Oh, yeah. So we need to go to the Watertown Bridge.
Newport Transit Systems. Another victim of Amethyst. Poor guy's drugged out on Amethyst. They say the first motor function to suffer is always rhythm. Big sound from such a small box.
God, it's terrible with them. Oh look, this is the gallery already. Nice.
Hello, sir. Sir.
La Panoato es solo.
I'll just leave my ticket here then, shall I? Yes. Yes, I guess I'll do that.
Hey, I recognize that one from the poster.
It's a pointy-edged swan. It's a short, nude creature with a snout. Very inspiring.
Is it though? Is it? Also, that picture was vibrating. Hey there, Cortez.
For the life of me, I can't figure out why Cortez wants to meet me. Come to think of it, why do I want to meet him?
That's the question.
There's absolutely nothing out there. Nothing. Oh, there's a city, an entire world even. But nothing.
Nice.
About time you showed up.
About time? I spent more than...
Mira, this painting. Right here. Look.
Okay. Yeah, you brought me all the way down here to look at a painting?
You brought me all the way down here to look at a painting?
Yes, but there's more. Just look at it.
Fine. So it's an older face, kind of tired, hair spilling out, but there's bars? Is that a window somewhere? What am I looking for?
What am I looking for?
What do you see?
Guy hugging a... Oh, that's the... Oh, yeah, that's one person. That's the second person. An oil painting of two humans. I see a statement on loss. I see art. Oh, this is cool. I should red pill take it. Does it pour anti-anything different model lighting? Oh, that's interesting. Background ones look like they're moving to frame rate. Yeah, it might be. Some AA artifacts around the cursor tend to occur. Yeah. Okay. What do I see? Guy hugging a girl? Yeah. An oil painting of two humans locked in an embrace. Statement on loss? I don't think it's... I don't see a statement on loss, although he's red-eyed as though he's crying. See, art? Art is too lame. And I think the guy hugging a girl would be too bare. I think this is more of an art response. Like, I see it's an oil painting, it's two humans locked in an embrace, because the first analysis is what is physically there. And then comes the interpretation, whether it's a statement on loss. Just, I see art? No. No, that's lame. I'm gonna go with this. I see an oil painting of two humans locked in an embrace.
I see an oil painting of two humans locked in an embrace.
That's all you see? But there's so much more. Look. Look.
I'm looking. Okay, now now that I've described what do I literally see, because this is the process of art criticism. You first describe what is physically there, then you go, okay, what do you think is there? What do you think it means? So now I go, it's a statement on loss.
I see a statement on loss. The guy, he's hugging a girl, and by all rights, he should be happy, but he's not. He's probably already mourning the loss of her, even though that's still somewhere in his future.
Yeah, that's art criticism.
Statements? Who cares about statements? Tell me what you see.
I see a guy hugging a girl.
I see a guy hugging a girl.
And?
They're probably boyfriend-girlfriend, and she's dumping him. He looks really depressed.
Yes. Forget the story. What do you see?
A
I
painting.
see art.
Art, yes. And beyond that, beyond art.
The wall. Just mentioned Byronic art because it's a tool. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. What do I see beyond that, though? What do I see beyond the art? Illusion? No. Truth. Technique.
Technique?
Technique is what enables an artist to create art. Beyond technique, beyond artistry, what else is there?
Beyond technique, beyond artistry? Well, then you would end up with, truth.
Truth?
Truth. Exactly. A deeper truth. This painting, this particular work of art, speaks a deeper truth. It has a soul.
How can a painting have a soul?
It has a soul because it has an identity. It has a heart. The memory of this painting will survive beyond this moment. It will linger in your mind, become part of the tapestry of your
Doesn't give it a
subconscious.
soul of its own.
It has made a lasting impression on you, and you're not quite sure why.
It's just a painting by some kid. It's not as if it's a Picasso or a Monet.
Now you're arguing technique. Not every painting by Van Gogh or Michelangelo is real art either.
Good point.
Although they all demonstrate great technique and craftsmanship. And the scribbled drawings of a 5-year-old child are rarely technically impressive, but they may still have a soul. They may still be real art.
So you're saying real art is not defined by the skill of the artist? Then what is art? If just anybody can create something more real than artists who've spent their entire lives developing their skills?
Art is still the work of artists. And skill, craftsmanship, technique.
Exactly.
Those things are critical to the success of an artist's work. But alone, those things
This is
are
my
merely
favorite
pretense.
part of any game I've seen
For
so
something to
far.
be real, to be truthful, the artist must shift part of him or herself into the work to transcend the illusion and reach for the truth of art.
And what is the truth of art?
Who knows? I've been asking myself that question for years.
Excuse me? You don't even know? And what's all this about all the questions and lectures on truth and illusion? For that matter, why did you ask me to come down here in the first place?
Because...
Actually, you didn't even ask me to come down.
You
I
told me.
spent my entire afternoon traveling all over Venice, deciphering a cryptic message, spending money I don't have on a subway ticket, only to have to stand here and listen to...
A literal lecture.
You saw something this afternoon. A waking dream, and you can't explain it. That's why you are here, isn't it?
Okay, this is... The reason why I like this is because this is basically what my master's degree was like. There's this whole painting about somebody painting something that's out of view, looking at you, painting you, the viewer, but there's also a mirror in there, and Foucault wrote this analysis of it in Le Mot le Juste, or I believe the English title is On the Order of Things. And this is exactly the kind of conversation that you have the entire time. Okay, so he's talking about the nightmare and these waking visions. Shift is an important phrasing. Keep that in mind, Venom. So I was alone when that vision happened? No, well, no. Olaf, I think his name was there. But how does he know? I can say yeah, but I want to know, how do you know?
How the hell do you know these things?
It's as plain as the day, Senorita Ryan. You're under a lot of stress.
That's not an explanation.
My point about art and truth is this, April. Some things look real, but are not. And other things may appear to be of no consequence at all, but are in fact invaluable. Like Warren's painting here. And your dreams.
I like that.
There is both truth and illusion in dreams, and in the images they create. The problem is in sorting the one from the other.
You're telling me my dreams are true?
I'm telling you there are things afoot, and that you need help in sorting the truth from the illusions. My help.
I don't know why I need your help.
Well, that figures.
Good. I was hoping you'd understand.
No, actually, I didn't understand a single word. You talk about art and truth and dreams and illusions, and I still don't understand what it all has to do with me. There are things happening, yes, and I came here because I thought maybe you're crazy enough to believe me, to help me. I don't know, sort through the debris and come up with the plausible explanation. But no, you tell me my dreams might be true, that I need your help, and that there are things afoot. I mean, who says afoot? I've never heard anybody use the word before. There are things afoot.
Está bien. I understand your reluctance to believe me, señorita. But I cannot convince you here, now. Meet me tomorrow.
You're not inspiring confidence here.
Meet me tomorrow, and I will tell you everything.
Not again, no way.
But you will. Because you are compelled to do so by your own curiosity. Because you are drawn to mystery. And because despite your skepticism, you believe I have the answer to all your questions. Yes?
No. No, I don't care. I just want to have a normal life. No nightmares, no visions, no strangers telling me that things are afoot. Comprende, amigo?
Ay, Dios mío. Is that the time? I've got to run, señorita Ryan. I'll see you tomorrow then.
I like how that's how we know her last name.
Goodbye.
He repeatedly calls her Señorita Ryan. Also, we can see through his head. Why cannot technique itself why cannot technique itself not be considered art? So what you're saying is, why can technique be considered art, essentially?
Slow day, I guess. Neat.
You're still reluctant. Yep. Yeah, we're not in the call to adventure just. I mean, the call to adventure is not exactly there. We're not being called to an adventure. We're in the middle of it. We still have this strange thing, but we're not quite sure what we're supposed to do yet. We're resisting even understanding what our problem is.
Sweet old ladies just ain't what they used to be.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's cut through the park. I know it's a way around, but I just want to see. Take a nice walk through the park before we get home. I'm trying to play WoW. Why can't technique be considered art in itself? Because I think that one thing that does seem to be a consistent thing about art is that there is a meta-level narrative at hand. Something that tells something more than just the art itself, and technique is clinical. Art is about creating meaning, and technique in and of itself doesn't create meaning. You need to do something with technique. Sofa. I was thinking Fiona and Sofa. So that's Mickey. Hey, how are you two doing? I don't have a shift, Vaynen. I said that I quit.
Have you been sitting here all day?
Well, I mean,
Pretty
I'm
much,
still getting
darling.
paid, but
I feel like a vegetable. How was your day then?
it's been a weird day.
It's been a weird day.
How so?
Well, you know how some mornings you wake up, but you're not sure if you're really awake or if you're still just dreaming?
I feel like that every morning, darling. A pot of black coffee cures that in a flash.
That's how I've been feeling all day. Like I said, it's been a weird day. How was yours?
Exceedingly ordinary. Almost depressingly so. I poked my head out of the door once for about a second, but thought better of it.
It'd be amazing without worry, you landlord. Is a lot of the meaning behind the art impressed on it by the viewer? Well, that's the problem. It's depending on the philosophical point of view you take. If it's postmodernism, then you're absolutely assuming that all of the meaning in a piece of art is in the viewer. I'm more of a new criticism kind of person, where I'm thinking, yes, there's some interpretation on it by the viewer, but there's also the intent of putting meaning into it by the producer. And I think it's the interaction between the two that determines what the end result of the art in the moment is.
What are you watching?
Nothing special. We were thinking about watching a movie later, though.
Yeah, which one?
They have quite a few new releases out. Did you ever see Victory Hotel?
No. Is it good?
That's what they say. So we might catch that one.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Huh. Who's arguing that a piece of technical art is more intrinsic creative value than impressionist art. Most impressionist art, you would argue. Well, now you're mixing things up, though, because you're now mixing creative value and art. You're shifting your meanings here, equivocating.
Where did you find my ring?
Under the sofa, darling. It must have slipped off your finger while you were watching a movie or something.
That's strange, because I've been keeping it in a box in my room.
Hey.
I rarely ever wear it, and I've never carried it around in my pocket.
That is weird.
What do you think of Cortez?
I'm not sure what you mean, darling.
Do you think he's a little creepy?
Oh, he's harmless. That old hippie's been drugged up for 50 years, and he's not likely to come down anytime soon. Mickey likes him, but I'm not a big fan. But what can I do? He just sits outside the building, smoking or reading a book. He doesn't harm anyone.
How long has he been around?
Oh, I don't know. A year, maybe? He just showed up one day, and he hasn't left since.
He never leaves his spot?
He sleeps and eats, obviously. And sometimes he goes to some revival cinema uptown. Says that second to reading, old movies are his greatest passion.
7 Twitch automod issues. There's a chat line that keeps getting refused. Oh, okay. This game is actually pretty new. It's like that they're taking time to develop all this more realistically before thrusting you to the action. Yeah, I like that as well. There's a lot of calm build-up, talking to people, getting to know them. It's quite a refreshing approach. So Huther was saying you don't see the difference between art and creative value. I think there's a difference. It's like creative value, that's just creating something. Doesn't necessarily mean it's artistic. art is something different. But when you're talking about, you would argue that a piece of technical art has more intrinsic creative value than impressionist art. I don't know necessarily. Particularly when you talk about, for example, the hyper meta and surrealist stuff, because that is quite an academic form of art. That's, I think, the major problem for most people, in that if you look at that, if you look at a Jackson Pollock, that's just splatters of paint, most people can go, if you ever have somebody who says, well, a 5-year-old could do that, then my argument is, because that painting is not for you. That painting is an argument in a longer discussion about what art is. And the problem is that you need to know quite a lot about art theory before you can understand the argument. The painting is not really meant for you or meant to be interpreted by you. And that's sort of the difficulty with talking about those types of art, particularly with people who haven't learned about art theory.
What else can you tell me about Cortez?
One word I wouldn't use to describe him is lucid. He's always on about some bollocks idea, and you'd never know from listening to him that he's got any sense at all. People say he's quite sharp, though, quite intelligent, well-read, multilingual, and he's travelled all over the world, apparently, but still completely bonkers, if you ask me.
Again, I like this. There's a constant thing of Cortez is insane, as far as you can see, but everyone goes, no, dude is, a little bit weird,
Tell
but
me
quite
some more
intelligent.
about the border house.
What precisely do you want to know?
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
Wait. I want to focus on this. Vaden saying, you are correct, Chacha Chocolata. Chacha Chocolata. I took explicitly en bale and potion. I had not two before. Potions a la.
Thanks for your help, Fiona.
So here's the thing I'm thinking, Vaden. You said I had a shift at the cafe.
I'll see you later,
I don't think so. He said,
All right,
will you do
darling.
a shift? And I said, no, I have plans.
Mickey's not usually the sit in front of the screen type of gal. Unlike Fiona. She's always working on
capital
something
letter.
around the house. I guess that's why they're such a great couple. What's going on, Mickey?
Standing
Well, the
right in
water's
front
been
of the TV.
fixed, so you can take a hot shower if you want.
I smell that bad.
No, I didn't mean that you. I just, in case you wanted to take a warm shower, I just wanted you to... the water being hot, as it were.
Thanks, Mickey.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, though, Hudor. Actually, this entire conversation, it's good. But it's going to be really weird holding this on the side of this thing. So, Hudor argues that the meaning behind art is impressed upon it by the viewer. I disagree, for one. But that's, if you're taking the postmodern option, it's possible, but that goes weird places, for one. But it also ignores the piece of art. Because part of the postmodern argument, like the Roland Barthes... the author is dead argument, that means that there's story in everything. That means if you look outside and you see a leaf falling from a tree, that's art, because you're impressing meaning on it. Fair enough, human beings and human minds press meaning on things we see, because the world outside us isn't what it is. Everything we see is not physically there in that sense. Our mind is pouring it into certain shapes and forms and understandings. Because, I don't know, the little light on the webcam is blue. But blue itself is not a thing. Blue is a frequency of light. It's just that my brain translates that frequency of light as that thing that I see. So fair enough, the brain does imprint things on the world around us. To that sense, meaning is pressed into things. But I think the other problem is, as there is absolutely something that's art. Like, this is not art. But I impress meaning on this. there's a whole glass half full, half empty thing. I put meaning into it, but that doesn't make it art. Art takes a conscious act by somebody trying to create something. So there is something of an author or an artist trying to create meaning. Now, whether that meaning carries over to the recipient, but the person trying to view art, that's another matter, and how far that's possible. But I do think art is something that has to be intently made to be art. And if you say that the meaning is wholly on the side of the viewer, then I think you invalidate the idea of art itself to begin with.
I heard you had a nightmare last night.
Did she tell you that? She can't keep her mouth shut, can't she? You can't, can you?
Oh, I didn't mean to do
As
that
if
to
your
you.
screaming wasn't enough to wake up the whole building. And so what if you're having a nightmare? You are human, you know, even though you'd like to think differently.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause an argument. It's just that I had a nightmare as well.
Good luck trying to get anything out of her. She's so very together, you know. There'll be no chink in her armor. She's the Iron Lady. Well, bollocks.
Would you shut up, Fiona? I mean, for once, would you just shut up? Yes, I had a nightmare, and yes, it's none of your business. So don't try to make it your business.
I was just
I wasn't
asking.
trying to intrude.
Fine. I just don't like talking about my dreams, yeah?
Well, all right then. Not necessarily trying to say that something has more value, more than the other overall. You're trying to argue that there is artistic value in the pure technical skill. No worries. This is, it's an interesting discussion. I think there's a bit of an issue in saying that technical skill in and of itself can be valuable for art. I mean, for one, when we're talking value and economic value, you're trying to argue that there is artistic value in a pure technical skill. Interesting enough, and this is of course not, a sensible argument in the discussion, but there are works of art that are highly technically impressive by artists, like any of the greats. Name any random one. Van Gogh, there's paintings that he's done that are great technical skill, like the sunflowers that he's made. He's made bunches of them. But just because he wanted to perfect the technical skill of it. But they're not worth that much, because they're just technical. But there's something else, like the Mona Lisa itself is a crappy painting. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's crappy. It's not interesting. But the value that it's been given for most people is the narrative that's built up around it. That has nothing really to do with the technical aspects of it. I think there's more to art than just this, the technique of
What
it
was
itself.
wrong with the pipes?
They're just old, like all of Venice. They're really old. Twice a year, every year, I have to spend a half a day freezing my ass off down in the canal performing emergency surgery on the pipes.
Her accent is great.
Not that I don't love doing it, especially when my so-called partner's curled up on the sofa watching soaps all day long.
I'll talk to you later, Mickey.
Yeah.
Why don't you sit down and watch a movie with us, April?
You know what? That sounds like an excellent idea.
It does. I like the whole, my so-called partner, I'm getting the hell out of this conversation. Oh, she looked terrified. This is a really strange movie. Wait, they're here too? Talk about a call to action. Through the looking glass. Nice.
I've got to find Cortez and get him to explain what the hell's going on. Insane or not, he's the only person I can talk to about this.
What is that? Oh, is that saying that I've saved it? Auto-saved or something? Let's save it anyway. Also, interesting tiny little thing. Looking glass is, of course, a mirror and not...
It's a picture of me and my friends.
Like magnifying glass or anything. It's the word for mirror. Also, did I sleep my clothes yesterday? I'm trying to argue that there's more value in technical, but that there is some intrinsic value.
Nuh-uh. I'm not knocking on that door unless it's absolutely necessary, and frankly, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Such a cool thing. Wait, Venan, did you not see that? Oh, wait, I did open. I have it open, right? The bedroom window. See? Oh. Did not know you could look down.
I don't know what that chain's for, but it's connected to some kind of mechanism at the bottom of the canal.
That's gonna be
It's
relevant.
a rubber ducky, hopelessly trapped under that rusty old grill. I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
The technical skill itself is important to actually help express the message or feeling you want to get across. Without technical skill, more complex message would be impossible to impart. Yeah, that is, I think, also what Cortez's argument was. You do need skill to be able to generate something, but I... Oh, hey.
It's a clothesline.
Oh. Whoops.
It's a clothesline.
But I don't think the technical skill in and of itself is captures that much of the attention of people's memory or impression. Are you okay? Anything interesting?
Anything interesting going on outside?
Please tell me last night was a dream, April.
You saw it too? I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was.
I wish there was an explanation. But both you and Mickey, we all saw the same thing, didn't we? Not a dream, not a hallucination, but what?
Weird things have been happening lately.
So, now we're getting somewhere.
Noticed. This isn't the first time.
Yeah, what other weird things?
What other weird things have happened lately?
Little things, like movement in the corner of your eye that's gone when you turn your head. And noises. The kind you're not supposed to hear in the city. Animal noises. Wild animals. And once, this was very early in the morning, mind, a few days ago, I looked down into the canal and saw what looked like an underwater city. As I looked at it, it dissolved into ripples of water.
Scary.
You're telling me, darling? I'm scared of cockroaches, for God's sake. What do you think this does to my nerves?
Okay, let's read up here. Cortez told you would find him anyway because you were being compelled by curiosity. Yeah, he already knew about your nightmares, so the question begs, did he know the strange events of last evening would transpire? I think he did, because he did also say that whether or not I'd be interested in... What was it again? These visions would get worse if I don't try to solve the root problem. So I think he knew that something would happen. What I'm interested in is, I got the option of either working at the Fringe Cafe or not, and I specifically chose not to watch a movie here. So it makes me wonder what would have happened in the Fringe Cafe. How many people and who would have seen anything? So, let's see. Huther saying, for example, your favorite artist is John Constable, who's a romantic painter. Favorite piece of his is Salisbury Cathedral from the Bishop's Ground. Purely technical piece, nothing meta. Resonates very strongly with you personally. Shows apply that postmodernist thinking to your own perception of that technical skills having artistic value, being pressed on it by yourself alone. Oh yeah, in that case, absolutely. But that's the cyclical thing. That's the point about it. Huther in general, postmodernism, people try, but it's a real complex subject. That's why so much of postmodernism sounds like nonsense, because it's people trying to use postmodern theory and not understanding what postmodernism is. So that makes it tricky for one. And two, the problem is mixing up the academic discussion of art and the personal appreciation of art. Because those are two very different concepts. And that's one of the difficult things about art theory and cultural theory, where we are also the individuals, the subjective individuals who are appreciating art. But at the same time, if you try to talk about what art is, you need to be able to distance personal appreciation and try to think of what would art be itself, which leads you in this very difficult gray area where it's highly debatable what art is, but there is this thing of people understand what art isn't, and by that we maybe at least know the rough shape of what art might be. But for most things, you know, high art, high culture, and low culture is no longer really a thing. That's the thing of like the 90s, where people said, "Oh, comic books aren't art." That's no longer a thing. It's commonly accepted that there's a thing as popular culture, and there's such a thing as artistic culture, and usually the difference does seem to be a reflexivity, is I think the best word for it. Something that adds to the piece itself above what it is. Where, I'm just making a quick example here. Let's see. Like Blues Brothers, as a movie, is fun songs. And that's what it is. It's a bunch of fun songs connected to each other with some skits and some comedy. But there's no self-reflexivity, there's no cultural criticisms really in there. It's mostly a vehicle to get songs in a row. That's, I think, a difference between Blues Brothers as a movie and, for instance, Groundhog Day.
Have you seen Cortez today?
No, darling. I don't think he's around.
Could you tell Cortez I'm looking for him?
Certainly, darling, if I happen to see him.
Do you have any idea where Cortez is?
Sorry, he could be anywhere. Well, he does enjoy going uptown to watch old movies in some revival cinema, but where that is, I wouldn't know.
Who'd know?
Perhaps Zach. He is, after all, the self-appointed film expert around here. You should talk to him, darling.
Great. Zach. My very best friend in the whole wide world. Thanks. I have to get going.
That's
Take
interesting.
care of yourself out there, darling.
What you think about Blues Brothers? Because in general, I thought it was a fairly superficial movie. And think the songs don't matter? I'd be interested to hear why that's your opinion, and whether you have any interesting interpretation for me on that thing.
I never imagined I'd be doing this in a million years.
Jerkbag.
Well, what do you know? The princess comes knocking after all.
Such a jerkbag. Finally realized what I was missing out on? No. Don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up.
I think you're the one who's got her hopes up, babe. And you better hope I don't slam this door in your face.
Just do me one favor first, okay?
Well, give me a reason to, babe.
A reason? You want a reason? Okay. What about a date?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Sure. Tonight. I'll meet you at the... pavilion, was it?
And, are you gonna put out?
What?
I mean, if I'm gonna use my VIP passes and my pills, babe, I just gotta know if it'll be worth it or not. You on?
Okay, dates off the table,
We'll
asshole.
see, Zach.
No.
Yeah, just don't do a Houdini and vanish on me, babe. If you're a no-show and I wait around for you all night, I end up looking like an asshole. And that wouldn't make me very happy.
Not like an asshole.
I'll be a good girl and show.
Smart. So, what
What
do you want to know?
abusive... No. A great discussion for a Snobcast. I love it, but I only want to do a podcast, not a video talk show. So if you want to arrange all the stuff for a video talk show, you guys can do the work for that one. I am not taking on that amount of work.
You know where I can find Cortez?
Cortez, yeah? I knew there was something going on between you guys.
Don't be ridiculous, Zach. It's not what you think.
Whatever. Hey, like I give a shit? You're with me tonight, and by tomorrow morning, I don't think you'll find that old creep so appealing anymore.
So, where's Cortez?
Scumbag.
When he's not outside reading or whatever the hell he does, he's usually at the Mercury Theater. They show old movies on real celluloid stock through a projector, like in the fucking Middle Ages.
That's pretty cool.
Where's this theater located?
I don't remember the street it's on. It's been ages since I was there last. But you'll find it if you head out the East Gateway from Metro Circle. It's close to the Radio Power building, and there are tons of adult stores in the area.
Oh yeah, you know.
Actually, if you're not too busy, you could pick up something for us to watch tonight. Something really filthy.
What?
Zach, I don't think...
Hey, whatever. I was just kidding, yeah? Babe, you got a major bug up your ass. Get a fucking sense of humor, yeah?
I'll keep that in
such a
mind.
jerk.
Thanks for the tip and the info.
Just be at the pavilion by 10, okay? I don't like waiting around for babies like you. Got a million better things to do. And it wouldn't be a good idea for you to ditch me. Not a good idea at all.
Why even promise this asshole a date? He's so aggravating. Okay. What was Jackson saying there? Looking at it from the perspective of it being a film that's just series scene to keep the songs together, then you would argue that's simply not the case. Okay. And since songs don't matter. Yes, musical comedy is based off a single skit Aykroyd and Belushi did this one time, yeah. But you would argue there's more to it than just that. Okay, what? Oh yeah, who thought that's exactly what I was thinking. In fact, that's the thing I was proposing. Just, you know, have some webcams for us so we can easily talk, but just use the audio, because simply a podcast you can get out in an hour. The editing for a podcast is tiny. The editing for a video talk show, that is something else altogether. You want to be more eloquent than you are? You haven't got it in you right now? That's okay. We'll do it some other time. Exactly, Luther. That's what I was thinking as well. It's far... I look, for example, at the Co-optional podcast, where, yep, it's video. I never look at the video. And think about it, be honest. Most of the time, you put something like that on the side, and you don't actually, while you do other things. But even then, most of the video in there, they never talk about it. They play the game, you know, they'll play a clip of the game they're talking about, but then they'll just talk about it and describe things. They won't actually say, okay, look at this bit. Okay, now with this bit, what you can see, I mean, once in a long while they'll actually use something like that.
Would you believe this is the first thing I saw when I came to Newport? Big city? Gotta love it.
Okay, that does look pretty awesome. Also, sextasy, really?
Sextasy. Sexual fantasy. Just the thing I need to feel really depressed about my love life. Metro Circle, gloriously decadent. I hear Bingo's planning to buy the whole thing, convert it into a theme park or something. I'll believe it when I see it.
No, don't go to the subway. Oh, there we go. Elevators, I guess. Whole film hinged on the mission from God thing. That's just a silly device. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, you already said you're not up for a full discussion, so we should do that some other time. But I think, I mean, what I mean by it is, I don't see it as, you know, quite an artistic film. I see it as there's a mission from God story, but what does the film really say? You know, that's sort of the thing I'm missing from it. Need camps to do discussion, don't need for the Emperor. That's, yeah, see, that's what I was thinking as well.
It's a police officer. This is one of the smallest cross-level elevators I've seen. The big ones can carry up to 100 people at a time, and they go way fast. I've never been inside one, of course.
Listen to Jessica Cox Star Wars Canon Book Club, a review series for Star Wars, and it's entirely audio. Yeah, you meet face to face. Exactly. Okay.
You're not taking this elevator.
Oh, hold up. I'll talk about it. There we go. So you watch a Co-optional Podcast video, and Jax says you do too. Okay, be honest. Do you sit down for it for the 3 hours? Do you just sit on the couch and watch it and do nothing else, as though you would be watching a movie?
Why?
Because you're not carrying proper identification. Didn't you know that's a corporate offense in Newport?
Wait, what?
In Venice, you don't have to.
I see. Venice. I should have known. Step back or I'll be forced to take you down with extreme prejudice.
Really? Yeah, how do I get permission?
How do I get permission to go through?
Only citizens of mid-level status or above are allowed to use these elevators. I guess you're new to this city or you'd know that.
Yeah, fresh from the countryside.
You do look like a farm girl, it's true.
Wow.
Hey,
thanks.
watch it.
Yeah, how do you get mid-level?
How do you get mid-level status?
Birth, money, marriage. Schmucks like you and me, miss. We're stuck here.
Speak for yourself, schmuck.
Don't insult the cop. Like to see the face of Jesse Cox and Dodger. Yeah, they're fun faces. But I mean, I don't know about you. I usually just put them on the side. And I'll be doing something, and every now and then I'll glance and like, that's fun. I actually listened to the audio podcast version. You think I watch about 70% of it like that? Oh wow, you're literally the only person I know. Well, next to Vanen now then. Shenanigans, yeah. Have something going on the side, but you never get around to doing that thing.
What's up with the cops in this city?
I'm sorry?
I mean, when you arrest people, you read them their rights, and then you sell them products.
What?
It's all part of the job, miss. The police department is a subdivision of the Bocamba Mercer Company and the Bingo Corporation. They pay our bills.
Doesn't that constitute a conflict of interest?
Not if we don't arrest any employees of either company.
Oh yeah, that seems
That
like
makes
it.
so not sense.
Does when you're faced with the prospect of getting the boot, miss. I have kids, and I'd like to see them through college.
Thanks, officer.
We're here to protect, serve, and to inform you of the fantastic range of products offered by Bocamba Mercer and Bingo, manufacturers of the world's favorite soft drinks and handguns.
This seems like the way the world's going right now. Okay, so if I'm not allowed to use this, let's look around. Yeah, it's interesting. I never look at vodcasts like that, because to me, all the information is being conveyed just by speech, and there's very little in my opinion, that is really added to it by the visuals that they use. I mean, I can see how, Jex has said a while back that it helps him focus to see people talk.
This
I can
guy's
get
the
that.
reason they invented the phrase hitting the bottle. And he's hitting it hard. Well, at least he's not doing Amethyst.
So there's a dealer down the street. Okay.
I think he's selling something. Counterfeit. Triple strength raptures, probably. Highly addictive and guaranteed to blow your mind. Literally. Popular place. Not my crowd, though.
So that goes to Subway. Metro Circle. I'm trying to wrap my head around exactly what we are in for here. It's an exit to the east above the
It's
subway
a liquor
exit.
store.
Really? Where? Above the subway exit? To the subway? There's an exit to the east above the subway exit. I mean, there's the Metro Circle one that we came from. There's the subway. I was thinking down the street. Metro Circle. Are you sure? I'm gonna go down the street. Fine saying for you, you want to process the discussion if you start reading. Oh, you're already there. Oh, okay, cool. If you start reading email and Facebook streaming, not processing discussion, you would reduce the scope of podcast background noise. You'd rather put on music, being a task, doing things, list discussion and process. Yeah, well, that's exactly actually my point, though. That's when medial tasks like doing dishes, you're doing dishes, so are you looking like that? Like, not looking at what you're doing and purely looking at the TV? That's exactly what I mean, though. Like, for me, the visuals aren't important to that. I have the Co-optional podcast on my phone, and I'll listen to the audio while I'm doing other things.
The Maltese Falcon. Oh, yeah. I remember this one. It's a Disney cartoon with a falcon who, who's looking for a black cauldron. It's got singing mice in it, I think.
Oh, no!
Don't they all?
I haven't seen the Maltese Falcon in ages,
Casablanca.
or I think
That's
at
with
all,
John
maybe.
Wayne and Katharine Hepburn, I think. They play a married couple who adopted a baby leopard during World War II.
No!
It's a timeless classic.
Ah, nails on chalkboard, woman.
Women in dire need of medical attention. I thought that was a porno. But I guess it's just an artsy foreign flick. As long as they speak French, it can't be smut.
Oh yeah, that's how the world works. Whoa.
Bergman Festival at the Mercury Theater. Opens August 1st, 2209. That's on Tuesday. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll go. Just trash.
Let's dig in the trash. Wait, what?
Lady, don't you keep playing with that thing now, you hear? Leave it be.
Ooze?
Green ooze.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to. Don't touch it. Don't do it. Ew. Who does that? Oh, flammable, eh?
This guy looks like he works at the theater. Excuse me.
Yes, Oh, geez. Hold on there 1 second, lady. Dang marquee, light up!
Yes, sir.
Good. Now stay that way, you hear?
Yeah,
Do you work at the theater?
Yes, I'm Freddie. Freddie Mellon. My mama, Mrs. Dottie Mellon,
She owns the theater. Yep, I reckon she does, She owns it, and she be running it by her own self like a real proprietor. I reckon I help out some, of course, yep.
And what do you do, sir?
I'm the usher. And I also takes care of sweeping and cleaning up after the show. My mama, Mrs. Dottie Mellon, she say she reckon I'm a regular jack of all trades. I tell you what, I think she's right about that,
Okay. Not to make mean comments about the South of America. Well, no, the US, I mean, not America. But somehow, that accent fits perfectly. He's so want to strangle that guy to death with your bare hands.
Is the theater open now?
No, I reckon it ain't, lady. It don't open till this evening. Ain't nobody in there either. I reckon that wouldn't be legal.
Do you now? Do you reckon?
Do you know a man called Cortez?
No. I can't say as I does, lady. Ain't never met him. Now, I reckon I'd like to get on with my sweeping,
But I'm supposed to meet him here. Are you sure you don't know him?
Look, lady. I reckon you should just mind your own bee's knees and get. I told you, I ain't seen Cortez today.
So what you're
You
saying
said
is
you didn't
Cortez
know
is
Cortez.
inside.
I reckon I don't know nobody by that name, so I tell you what. I'd mighty appreciate it if you'd stop bothering me and let me get on with my work. Jesus, Mary, and baby Joseph. I reckon the whole dang world wants to find Cortez today.
Oh, so
Thanks,
more people
anyway.
are looking.
Yes, I'll tell you what. You go on now, and let Freddie Mellon do his sweeping before his mama, Mrs. Dottie Mellon, get all pissed off.
I think you've been hanging around this green ooze a little bit too much. I reckon you should probably leave.
The box office is closed.
He'll stop us from entering.
It's locked.
Here's the thing. Look at that. I mean, the eye I could get, but look at the hand. 3 fingers? It's weird.
It's a fuse box.
Let's touch it with our bare hands.
There's something wrong with the power in that box, and it looks like the theater marquee is connected to the same switch. It keeps flickering on and off.
Playing with power with the bare hands.
Hey, keep your hands to yourself. That's city property, ma'am.
That guy's so conspicuous, he's gotta be a cop on a stakeout assignment.
There we go. No, but it's interesting hearing that you as well do want to be able to see the screen when they talk about a game. I had a good laugh. Because for me, it's... I go to the point where the Dropped Frames podcast, for instance, they don't have an audio, or at least it's, you know, a talk show on Twitch, but they don't have a podcast version. I rip the audio off the YouTube and just load it on the phone, because to me, I don't want to sit down and watch 4 people talk, because I'm thinking, like, I could do other things while I do this. You know, I want to do the dishes, water the plants, walk to and from work, and listen to it on the train while I do stuff. You know, I guess it's different
there. Having
purposes for
fun?
different people. Then.
Didn't your mother teach you not to talk to strangers?
But yeah, there as well. I don't see much added value to the visual experience of him. Oh, that's harsh. I want to do that. Didn't your mother ever teach you to not talk to strangers? I'm an orphan.
I'm an orphan.
Yeah? Well, all the more reason for you not to talk to strangers. Now get lost.
Why are you dressed like a cop?
Why are you dressed like a cop?
What do you mean, why am I dressed like a... Hey, wait a second, what's it to you?
Just
we're
trying
gonna
to do
troll
my
this
bit
guy
for the
hard.
boys in blue, sir. You look like a cop, so if you're on a stakeout or something, you should try to blend in a little more. Go native.
Yeah, how?
I don't know, but that trench coat, it sort of gives it away. Perhaps a pair of blue jeans and one of those I'm with stupid t-shirts might help.
Yup.
Hold on, let me get this down right. Hey, wait a second, what am I doing? Who the hell do you think you are?
The NPD fashion consultant?
Is that supposed to be funny, ma'am? Are you a comedian or something? Because I'm not laughing. I'm not even smiling, am I? Now get your ass out of here and don't bother me again.
Is that a threat?
Damn right it's a threat.
Wait, what was that? Oh, Zerg, with the host for 11 people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zergnum. How is... Oh, wait, I don't see you in the chat just yet. But how is Stardew Valley treating you? In case you don't know, Zergnum has been playing Stardew Valley. Taking on his farm, not the standard farm, but he's been using the wild farm. It's been pretty fun to see. Hey there, Zerg. Nice to have you in here. Can I just go in? Oh, that's locked.
It's locked.
Where do I... Huh. This is interesting. Yeah, the wildness farm. Yep, yep, yep.
Christ, don't you ever quit. What is it now?
Yeah, I've been having fun lurking in your stream, Zerg. I was there the other day when... Oh god, what was it again? I was there near the start, where you went to the wizard who gave you this weird potion and suddenly you start seeing all the greens, etc. And, oh, what was it? The other... Actually, no, the thing after that, you were just chopping a lot of wood and mining stuff.
Are you on the job?
On the job? What do you mean, on the job?
You know, an assignment, stakeout, undercover operation.
I suggest you get the hell out of here now, man, before things get ugly.
Was that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Hello again.
Christ, don't you ever
Sorry about
quit.
that, Zerg.
What
Yeah,
is it now?
Nightbot's a little,
Don't
strict.
you get tired of hanging around here all day long?
No, ma'am.
So you're completely fine. There's nothing you'd want.
That's right.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Really?
Not even a bite to eat?
Just had a full lunch, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
No
So you just
quest?
had lunch.
That's right. At Cool Cow.
What did you have?
A triple whammy cow patty with a side order of grease onions and a large bingo
Ah.
cola. No ice.
What about fries?
And a double order of cheese and fried taters, yeah. Tastiest damn fries you're ever likely to find. Soaking in melted goat cheese.
And you had this when?
About an hour ago.
And you don't feel, the urge to go?
Really?
No, ma'am, no. My bowels are genetically enhanced and require only perfunctory attention.
What?
The burger filled you up good? You don't have the munchies?
What is this
Well, now you mention
conversation?
it, I have a craving for sweets. I didn't have time for my usual cool cow strawberry pie with whipped cream, chocolate sauce, and a scoop of ice cream.
What?
Wait a second. What am I telling you all this for? Who the hell are you anyway? Hey, get out of here, ma'am. Right this minute or else...
Is this a threat? I think that was a threat.
A very serious one, ma'am.
You relapsed 7 capital letters was too much? Yes, yes. Nightbot gets very agitated. Let's give some candy to the cop. No? We can use candy in the ooze? Okay. I have no idea where this game is going all of a sudden. Why do I have poisoned candy that I'm gonna give to the cop? Stinky candy? What? Okay?
Would you like a candy?
Hey, yeah. That'll hit the spot. What the hell? The taste... sickening. I feel kinda... Christ.
Well, apparently there are worse ways of going down. So just green...
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Did you just throw a rock at my head? Now, I tell you what. You shouldn't have done that. I reckon that was a bad mistake.
Wait. Did I set him up to fight with a cop? Okay, this mechanic of having things glow when it's the right thing to combine
You
is
should
weird.
have seen him run, lady. I reckon I ain't never seen nobody run that fast. And he was clutching at his buttocks like he had the runs or something. he even lost his stupid old hat in the gutter. I ain't never seen anything that funny in a while.
I know, sir. Isn't that weird? I mean, on the one hand, I really appreciate a point-and-click game just saying, "Look, we'll let you know when when you're trying to do the right thing." But in this case, it was. Why? Why would I do this? I poisoned the cop just now. This is harsh.
It's some kind of keyhole. A zigzag lightning bolt. I just love that word, zigzag.
That is a cool word.
Caution. Is that like a general caution,
General
as
caution?
in life caution? Life should carry a big yellow caution sticker. It's certain to kill you sooner or later.
How about we just, try and stick a push pin into that thing? Or we use a work glove on it. So I have no key, I think. I doubt
Dad
it's my
gave me
gold
this
ring.
gold ring on my 16th birthday.
I don't think I have anything that would fit in there. Wait. Oh god, no. Tell me it's not the monkey. Tell me it's not the key for the monkey. That would be ridiculous.
Constable Guybrush is a strange hybrid between man, ape, and musician. In addition to being an officer of the law, of course.
He is an officer of the law.
Hey! You! Yeah, you! Hands up! Spread your legs! And do the monkey!
Mildly amusing, but irritating as hell. I think I'll shut him up now.
What is up with this game? This is excessively strange. Okay, let's see where else we can go.
It's locked. That door leads back into what looks like an alleyway behind the theater.
So the only reason to get rid of the cop was to open the space for this fuse box. And I'm thinking I want to use that because this connects to the sign. I want to break the sign so that that guy leaves and I can try some nefarious nonsense, I guess.
A Welsh ghost story, written and directed by Ragnar Tornquist.
Ragnar
I saw
Tornquist.
that, it's a classic.
That's the guy who made this game, right?
Just trash.
I said leave it be.
Cop was explaining he missed
Hi.
the sweet dessert, saying you have candy you
What
can give him.
can I
Also, you want
do
the cop
for you,
gone, so
Mia?
Trick was giving poison candy. Oh, yeah,
Thanks,
yeah. I mean,
anyway.
I can get it.
I'll tell you what. You go
Oh, yeah,
on
well,
now.
you told us this, buddy. No, I mean, Vayner, the logic sure is there. He told us he had a sweet tooth, so it made sense to try and give him candy. But just the move from let's give this cop candy to let's dip this bit of candy into this random kerosene-smelling ooze that's on the floor so that I can give that to him. That's a bit of a jump.
It's
did
that detective
say-
guy's hat. He must have lost it running away from Freddie Mellon.
He did say he dropped his hat, and that hat will contain the key to the fuse box. Because you're a hooligan, aren't I just? That's a giant hat compared to her head, by the way. Let's get off the street to check out this hat.
It's that detective guy's hat.
Oh, really? That's... Can I wear it? No?
This guy's the reason they invented the phrase hitting the bottle. And he's hitting it hard.
You know what?
Well, at least he's not doing
I think
anything.
the dealer needs a good pimp hat. No? See, ideally, I'd like her to wear the hat. Maybe the guy would like the hat, though. Lawyers of Fear? That would be amazing. Have you seen anything on the new game by the people who made Layers of Fear? Oh, that's the game with, I've heard something about it. Absolver, right? It's the game with Rutger Hauer. I think I've seen the first 15 minutes or so in the Scary Game Squad playthrough. It seems interesting. Basically, what I've seen of it is you're a detective. You're Rutger Hauer. You walk into a hotel, you find a corpse, and you have some kind of scan sense. That's my complete knowledge of the game.
It's that detective guy's hat.
So I have his hat. I think I wanna open the fuse box. I think that's for sure.
Box off.
Because I want him gone, I think. Let's see what else we can find here. Whether we can find the detective. Liquor store. Metro Circle. It's a club, the subway. Observer, it's Cyberpunk horror game. Ah, it is Observer, yeah. Pretty much, you enjoyed Layers of Fear and you're a fan of Cyberpunk. Yeah, it sounds interesting, actually. It sounds like something I would enjoy. Plus, of course, Rutger Hauer playing Harrison Ford in Blade Runner is a very cool idea.
It's a police officer.
Hold it! You're not taking this elevator.
Hey there, DKO. I am doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? He's not a fan of horror, but the Cyberpunk game with Rutger Hauer sounds interesting. Yeah, it is horror, though. It is most assuredly horror. Don't know exactly where we'd go to find something else. It's very Blade Runner aesthetic from what you've seen. See, that I was thinking it'd be like that. That's why I particularly didn't look for any more information about it. Because I saw the very first bit and I thought, this looks interesting. That's why I wanted to go possibly into it, you know, clean, unspoiled.
It's some kind of keyhole. A zigzag lightning bolt. I just love that word zigzag. Caution. Is that like a general caution, as in life caution? Life should carry a big yellow caution sticker. It's certain to kill you sooner or later.
Certain to kill you sooner or later. I doubt we need the toy monkey for this. But open it with my cash card. Like any door you can open with a cash card, right? It's a square key. Where do I
It's a
have the
matchbook from the Fringe Cafe.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That smelled like kerosene. No, okay.
That door leads back into what looks like an alleyway behind the theater. It's locked.
Get that it's locked. I don't know what... I'm not exactly sure what I'd want with this.
Oh, God, it's awful. It tastes like mouthwash.
Wait, what? Oh, sticky candy, okay.
It's a sticky, half-eaten piece of candy.
Ew. Wait, would I be able to use that in the fuse box? Oh, we are at the try anything point right now, Hooter. Because the thing is, I don't follow the line of thought here right now. That's why I'm a little bit curious. Because I want to go in here, I get that, so that's locked.
Box office.
The box office is closed. We are fairly sure that he's inside. This guy doesn't seem to have anything new to talk to us about. Oh, get back. So what I'm thinking is either we have to do something with the fuse box to adjust the sign.
Mercury. They left out the theater bit, but maybe that's self-explanatory.
Because he mentioned, you know, that he hit it with the broom, get something done. The other option is to somehow get in this alleyway, because that leads us behind the theater, which is where we want to go. That's why I was thinking maybe I can scoop some of the ooze to the door or something, but I don't know exactly. Yeah, exactly. I want to... Can the policeman say something about sweets? You're wrong? No, that's right, Huther. That's how we got rid of him, by giving him one of those sweets. But yeah, I'm trying to first figure out to see if I can find out what the point of this is. Why do I need the hat?
It's that detective guy's hat.
That's my question. I mean, not my question to you, but what I'm trying to figure out here. Why do I need the hat? I think my goal essentially is getting in this alleyway door. It's locked though. The fuse box. I wonder.
It's some kind of keyhole.
I can just look at these things, so it does suggest that I need to add something to it. You know, but the thing is, what possibly can I add? The keyhole, I don't have anything that fits that, I think. Toy monkey was the thing I thought most likely. I mean, the push pin wouldn't fit or do anything. What if I have the hard candy? Can I jam that in there? No. And the glove didn't really do anything. Let's go back somewhere else first. Let's see if we can go somewhere else and try something with this hat or talk to somebody else. Find some help. Because I'm suddenly thinking... I'm thinking about that rope that fell down outside of our apartment. If you remember that, we looked at the wash line, that fell down. We didn't do anything with that. So I wonder what that would... Radio power building. Oh, so this is a radio power building. Okay. Let's... Okay. So radio power, Metro Circle. Let's go back to East Venice for a second. Get back to the apartment. Was Tuesday very excited? New Rick and Morty episode. Oh yeah, new Rick and Morty episode. Nice. Great British Bake Off. I know the Great British Bake Off. Not been interested in it though. It's like Dark Souls with pastry. Now that would be amazing. Let's see.
It's a...
So where...
It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high. Oh. It seems the clamp served a purpose after all. What a surprise.
Nice. I mean, so we can let the water out, but that doesn't affect the pressure that much.
It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high.
So I'm thinking that's a problem for later.
The cables are too far apart to tie them back together. Looks like a big piece of cable was torn off.
I think this is an unrelated issue right now. It just doesn't seem to be directly relevant. Oh, well. Because here's my thinking. Either if I open up the fuse box, who would have a key for that? Where could I find that?
What's Metro Circle like?
That's the sleaziest and most perverted neighborhood in Newport. On the negative side, however, it's also a dangerous place to hang out. I wouldn't go there alone if I were you.
I have to get going. Take care of yourself out there,
animated musical
darling.
version of Lord of the Rings: Return of the King from the 80s? Wow, that does not sound good. You see? Yeah, I noticed the wires indeed. Yeah, it's a little bit pixel hunting. It's on the subway screen from Venice. Pay attention to the bottom left corner. Okay.
April Ryan, you have got to get past yourself.
Wait, what?
I feel like someone's staring at me.
Oh, I clicked on her.
I like my outfit. It's inexpensive, but cool. April Ryan, you have got to get past yourself.
That is weird. Okay. No.
Kind of unsettling to be so aware of myself all the time.
There we go.
It's a clothesline.
So this is a completely
It's a
different
seagull.
area.
The poor guy looks quite hungry.
See, I was thinking maybe something like this might
It's
be
a rubber
connected.
ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty
That
old
I'd
grill.
first have to do something.
It's a clothesline.
First have to do something here to get a key that I could use in the other area, maybe. But so we have that. I want to explore what Venan said. The subway screen from Venice. Pay attention to the bottom left corner. Let's have a look there.
It's a pretty mural.
Oh, can I just sit down on the bench? There we go.
It would be great to take a few hours out just to sit here and watch life pass
Okay.
by. But duty calls.
Oh, all right. Okay, you're saying the subway screen from Venice. Pay attention to the bottom left corner. Let's have a look. Actually, oh my god, it's late. I'm gonna have to call the stream soon. Bottom left corner. This is East Venice. And we're all the way in the bottom right now. Bottom left corner. Inside the subway. Oh, okay. Oh, hey.
There's a high voltage cable running parallel with the rail, and something's gotten stuck between them. It looks like a large iron key.
Well, there we go. That'll be it.
It looks like a large iron key.
Let's use some work gloves for that so we don't get electrocuted. No? We can just grab it? An iron key with sparks going off? I don't want to touch that with my bare
I have to
hands.
get down there to reach it with my hands, but with that frayed high voltage cable.
Yeah, that's
I
why I
didn't
want
brush my teeth this morning just so I could be fried bacon with a pretty smile. I'll have to find some other way to get the key.
That's why I wanted the gloves. No? Really? You don't want to use the gloves? Okay, I mean, I know they have a hole in them. It's sticky candy. Yes, a fedora. That solves all our problems. No, let's be serious. Here's the problem. It is about 10. This is the time where I normally call it, and I've got work in the morning again. I think this is just where I'm gonna have to call it for today, really. I think we made a lot of progress, so I'm very, very happy with that. Yeah, I think these things, definitely pixel hunty stuff, to be able to recognize these and find these. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be calling it here. I do want to thank you all for hanging out here, though. Sir, thank you so much for that kind host and hanging out here with me. Sir Koala Bear, of course, for the nice donation. And yeah, this is unfortunately still where I'm going to have to call it. Work weeks and all that. You know the annoyings. Hey, thank you so much. I hope to see you next Saturday, where when we'll definitely be heading back into the world of The Longest Journey. I've had a load of fun so far. this game has been very interesting. I like the writing is very good. The voice acting is nice. It's promising to be an interesting story right now, an evocative thing. I get the sense that I'm going to be liking this a whole lot, so I'm excited to be going back to this next week. So thank you so much. Have a good week, and I will catch you on Saturday.